A special thank you to our great sponsors: Jack Burford Chevrolet, State Farm Insurance, Jerry Goble,
Luxury Pets,
Express Roofing, we've got you covered, Faith Created, Assembly of God Church, ScenicCabin.com, Equipment, Sales and Rentals, give Sean a call, Tatum Enterprises, Richmond Tourism, WKYT.com, Time Warner Cable, Madison County Schools, First Gear, Pro Signs, Berea Online, and Rosenbaum Communications.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Madison Southern High School. Madison Southern plays Madison Central Indians tonight. Matchup of the big county teams.
Right.
6A Madison Central travels up. Number 12 in 6A travels to number 4 in 5A Madison Southern. Donald Foster alongside Joey Chapman as we're getting ready for the action. About a half hour away from kickoff. Joey, big rivalry game. A lot of people here to see it.
Oh, yeah, definitely going to be one of the biggest games in Madison Southern history. You know, this doesn't necessarily get the hype of one of those rivalries like St. X and those guys up there near Louisville.
Not a St. X Trinity battle.
Right, but there's a lot of history behind this, and it's mostly in basketball. But after last year, football enriched that rivalry greater than it's ever been.
First win last year for Madison Southern over the Indians was last season at Madison Central High School. Crowd of about 8,000 to 10,000. And, Joey, I think we're going to get that tonight.
Oh, yeah. I mean, this is like the fullest that I have ever seen Madison Southern. They're lined all the way up. Coach Stoops is here. This is about to be literally the biggest game in Madison Southern history. And as a student here, I can honestly say this is the most excited I've ever been for a football game.
Of course, Coach Mark Stoops from UK is here. Probably some other coaches as well. To see the senior tailback, Damien Harris, the number 1 running back in the country.
Right.
Number 5 overall in the country. He is a stud. If you haven't seen him play, you're going to be in for quite a troop.
Oh, yeah, definitely. You know, every time that Damien gets the ball, for him, it's all about if he can miss that first guy, it seems like every time he's going right down the field. And he's, out of all the high school athletes that I have watched, he's just one of the best. And just his knowledge of the game and knowing what he has to do, he's built strength up over the last 4 years. That's the reason why he's getting all of this attention. It's well-deserved, and, I mean, this is huge for Madison Southern because not only is he getting looked at now, but there's the guys like J.D. Dean, Aaron Sipple, all of them. Those guys are getting attention because when the coaches come here to these games, they look at Damien. They say, all right, we know what to expect of Damien. We expect this big play.
They know number 34.
Right, but when they see number 22, J.D. Dean, make a play, they're like, hey, what's this guy doing out here? I thought they were giving it to Damien. And then they're going to get really excited about that. And I can see some of these kids getting offers from schools like UK if they can impress the coaching staff.
Madison Southern also has a nice linebacker, number 47, Aaron Sipple. I have heard, it's not official, but I've heard that he's talking to Louisville. Ohio State's offered him a preferred walk-on spot. UK's talked to him and numerous other D1 schools. So it's not about Damien Harris up here. I mean, it's all, it is a great team.
And that's one of the greatest things about Madison Southern over the last 4 years. When Coach Clark stepped in, and I saw that initial 2-win season, I believe, I was a little bit skeptical. I'm not going to lie. And now to see where this program is just a short few years later, it's unbelievable. And to see the attention that a lot of our players, people that I've grown up with, getting attention from these different big-name schools out there, especially Aaron Sipple. Never in my wildest dreams would I ever imagine saying that he was getting looked at by teams like Louisville and Ohio State. It's not only is it great for the fans to have this kind of attention, for the players, it's absolutely huge.
Speaking of Madison Southern real quick, Damien Harris has 18 carries, 319 yards, 2 touchdowns in a game and a half. Southern's first game against Rockcastle County was called at halftime due to weather, like a lot of games were in that first opening week of the football season. We had a big lightning storm, and we were here till 11:30, and they called it a halftime. But he is 319 yards, 2 touchdowns, and as I said, J.D. Dean's got 5 catches, 116 yards, 2 scores. He's ran it in twice, I believe, so he's got 4 touchdowns. Not only is Stoops here to see him, he's also here to see Madison Central. They have a junior offensive lineman, number 70, Will Armour. He's been looked at by University of Kentucky. He's been to Kentucky. He's been to UT's camp. He's another big major D1 player. So
right,
both teams have major talent. Central comes off a 2-win season, but new head coach Mark Centers from Garrett County is bringing new attitude to the Indians.
Oh, definitely. And last week, after I got back from the Eastern game, I had to go and do the Central game. I didn't really know what to expect from Central because, I know they had that 2-win season last year. Now they've got the new coach. It's almost like a clean slate in a way. And then I was actually kind of impressed with what I saw against Woodford County.
They played Woodford County. Woodford had a kid that Kentucky's looking at as well in the big center, Drake Jackson.
Yeah,
he's a top 10 center in the United States. He's like number 3 overall or number 4 overall in the state of Kentucky. So he may wind up at UK. A lot of talent in this Central Kentucky region. But Jonathan Cryer, the tailback at Madison Central, has 18 carries for 108 yards, 1 touchdown. And Zach Harden's only a sophomore quarterback for them. He has 2 touchdowns on the season, 217 yards. But the numbers don't matter in the big rivalry game.
Oh, no. I don't care. Madison Central could be one of the worst teams in the state or Madison Southern. It wouldn't matter. These kids would go into this game tonight, and this is the game that they give their all because this one is for all the bragging rights. After the people have talked all the trash on Twitter all week and whatnot, this is where it finally gets settled. And this is the chance for these kids to prove themselves.
I will say one thing. As you do, I follow a lot of these kids on Twitter, and there wasn't much any trash talking. I didn't see. It was very good. The ones I follow,
not necessarily between the players, but from fans to fans,
students to students. I expect
gosh.
it, but I'm proud of the way the student athletes did not get on or say anything crazy.
I would say that's discipline from Coach Clark because Coach Clark
and Coach Centers both.
Right,
they both are high.
They expect a lot out of their players.
They
expect a lot on the field, and they expect a lot out there in the real world because when you get on Twitter and stuff, that's where your voice is heard. So it's important to make a good image out of it because I've seen coaches that have dropped players from recruitment because they said, I saw that they tweeted something bad, and I don't want that.
Well, you take a Coach Stoops or anybody else, Coach Urban, whoever, don't know the kid personally out of the state of Nevada, but he can see what he tweets, and he gets that character, and he's like, you know what? I can do without that character.
Right.
So both schools want this win. Of course, be big for Madison Central, come, like I said, off a 2-win season. Mark Center, interesting note, John Clark has never beat Mark Centers in a head coaching battle. They played a couple times while Mark was at Garrett County. Garrett County's got them twice. So John Clark looking for his first victory over Mark Centers.
Right.
But as you see the officials and the team, it's a huge crowd. I'm just surprised at the number of people here.
Yeah, whenever I first started coming to school here back in 2011, the crowds for the football games weren't really huge. Obviously, Madison Southern, before this, they had never really been a consistent team. They would have a good year, but then they still had those 2 and 1 win seasons. Mm-hmm. And now to see where the program is and to see all the fans that are here to support them, and not only that, but just the development of the players over the last several years. Because Coach Clark, when he was here the first 2 years, I don't think that's enough time to really judge a coach, especially in high school where you're trying to develop these players and their character. But now, just a couple of years later, he's worked these players into his coaching style, and now he's getting to build freshmen up and whatnot. I think it's absolutely stupendous what he has done for these players on the field and off the field.
Joe, me and you did the game for Madison County School Sports Television earlier, the Rockcastle game, the first game of the season. And if you remember, they stopped Damien on the line like 7-8 times in a row.
Yeah, but I believe they were putting a lot of guys in the box.
9 in the box. And that's going to happen again tonight. Everybody knows who Harris is, but with J.D. Dean come along as he has nicely, it's going to be harder to just get in and stop Damien now with J.D.
Well, now one of the big keys in this game for Madison Southern, we all know what Damien can do, and we know what to expect from him. Mm-hmm. One of the biggest things will be the performance of junior quarterback Aaron Sloan, number 6. And we remember in the Central game last year, he threw 3 interceptions. But that was his first game for Madison Southern. And he's playing against his former school. So obviously there were some nerves, and there's still going to be some nerves tonight. So it's going to be really interesting to see how Coach Clark wants them to do this offense tonight.
One of the cool things when 2 county schools like this isn't Fayette County.
No.
We're a very small county. It's a 10-minute drive to Richmond from Berea.
Right.
So these kids know each other. A lot of these kids play together.
A lot of these people are friends.
That's right. And they're all buddies. Everybody's friends. So, everybody knows what everybody can do. So, when we talk about Damien being one of the best you've ever seen, of course, you're a young pup.
Oh, I am.
But when I started coaching back in '96, I can remember Sean Alexander from up north of Kentucky, Boone County. He went on to play at Alabama. Won an MVP, was on a Madden game, He reminds me a little bit of Sean. Sean was them hard-nosed runner, He beat Madison Central one year, as a matter of fact. We was really good one year, and they beat us in the playoffs. And so we've had some good players come out of the state of Kentucky, and Damien is definitely one of them.
Right. And, Damien has really great character off the field. And when it comes on the field, the way his mentality has developed, he leads this team. And I'm not saying leading as in, he goes out there and he scores all the touchdown, but he's a senior this year, and now he has the opportunity to look at these younger guys whenever they're making mistakes and say, guys, I've been in this situation before. Let's just calm down. We can take control of this game.
Need the leader to get into huddle, and he is one of them.
Right.
Another one's Aaron Sipple. I could just see Aaron going in there, stepping up and saying, look here, boys, here's what's going to happen. Here's what we have to do. Aaron Sipple has 30 tackles in 2 games. He's averaging 15 tackles a ball game.
That's crazy.
That's unbelievable as a linebacker, And another kid that Coach Clark's mentioned that needs to be talked about is Carter Smith. He's a true freshman. Last week against Whitley County, this is a varsity game as a true freshman. 11 tackles, 4 sacks.
Wow.
4 sacks. There are some kids that go their entire career don't get 4 sacks.
Right.
He had that in one game as a freshman. So that is unbelievable as a freshman. Now, I heard he could have played last year if they would have allowed him. If the 8th grader could have came up and played.
Right.
So, as we said, Central comes in at 1-1. Lost the opening game against Murray in the Roy Kidd Bowl at Madison Central High School. Lost by 7. Murray has gone on to become 2-0, and they're looking pretty daggone good out there at Murray. And last week, Central blasted Woodford County.
Right.
They played really well last week. So at 1-1. And they were number 12 in 6A in the first Associated Press poll. Southern comes in at 2-0. Of course, they get the game shortened, the Lightning shortened game victory over Rockcastle. And then last week they went to Whitley where they had a little trouble early on. We didn't do the game, we didn't get to see it, but early on it was a close ball game.
Right.
Anytime you go south, it is. That's the old coach in me. Don't go past Rockcastle. Don't go past Mount Vernon. Don't get a good flag, good whistle. but they end up winning the ball game. There are only 7 undefeated teams in 5A football, and Madison Southern is one of them.
And it's going to be really important for them to try and carry that on through tonight. One of the biggest things for Madison Southern, believe it or not, there has been a lot of change in this team this year. They lost a lot of good seniors last year.
Yeah.
The defense, they have had to adjust, and there's a lot of young faces out there that are getting a lot of minutes that they're not used to. So, and this is a huge game. So they know in this game that they have to play big.
The thing that worries me about Madison Southern's defense more than anything is their pass defense. You know, we did a scrimmage earlier in the season against Clark County.
Right.
And they struggled against the pass. And then that first game against Rockcastle, they struggled against the run. So if both defenses, the run and the pass defense, ever get on the same page in the same game, they could be dangerous little ball club.
I was really impressed with Madison Central's offense last week.
Central last week looked good.
And so, though I don't care what anybody says, Mark Centers, I think he's going to be here for a couple years. He's going to work with these guys, and he's going to build Central back up.
Speaking of Mark Centers, he played here at Madison Southern High School. He was a coach at Madison Central High School for many years under Paul Raines, and he was the head coach over at Garrett County. So, but getting back to Madison Central was like a dream job for him. You know, that's where he wants to be. He loved Garrett County, and he really missed it. He told me, he said that was a very hard decision, to leave Garrett County, where he took a team that won 2 games, much like John Clark did, and took them into 8-10 win territory, into the playoffs. I think he made even one regional championship one time, like Southern did last season. I'm sorry, they didn't make the regional championship last year. We got beat by Pulaski down there, but that's another story.
Yeah, we won't talk about that.
You can go watch that game on YouTube.
Right.
It wasn't fun. But, so this is his dream job right now. It's where he wants to be, and that's the big thing. You want a coach who wants to be here. We hired Chuck Smith at Madison Central, and Chuck Smith stayed all of about 2 weeks. So, he didn't want to. He was going to use us as a stepping stone.
Right.
And Mark Center's not going to do that, and I'm beginning to think John Clark's not going to do that.
No, I mean, I know there's obviously going to be a lot of talk around the county whenever you have a coach like that who has the great players like Damien and JD and stuff. They're just saying, oh, well, maybe they're just going to use that to go on to the next level.
He's looking for that bigger, better job.
Right, but I think Coach Clark sees the potential of, even in kids coming up from Foley Middle School on the way to Madison Southern, he realizes that he could build something big here at Madison
Carter
Southern.
Smith, who's a freshman, he's the next Aaron Simple.
Right.
He's going to be the next Aaron Simple.
And the great thing for Carter Smith is that Southern wasn't getting this kind of attention during his freshman year, and now his freshman year, coaches are gonna mark him down earlier. They're gonna say, "I got to go see some of his games."
I know. I know a lot of basketball coaches, who recruit, who's in the college game, and they'll watch video of someone, and like you said, you see, hey, who's that number 15 or whoever, they catch your eye. So it's great for both teams that coaches are watching. If you look for number 70 Will Armour on Madison Central, and you see a Jonathan Cryer or someone like a Jabari Hoogley for Central, whoever, you're like, hey, I want to find out more about this kid. And on the southern side, like you said, J.D. Dean, William Dean is how they have him listed. So if you see his in the stats by the KHSAA, he's officially listed at William Dean. But we all call him J.D. But he's number 22, and Aaron Simple's getting looks. And like I said, Simple's getting big looks. So I'm really excited about this game tonight, Joey.
Oh, yeah. This, like I said earlier, this is the most excited that I've ever been for a Madison Southern football game. And I'm so glad that we were able to get this rivalry in football because, for so long, Madison Central has been better at Southern, better than Southern at basketball.
We could have played this a long time ago, but it wouldn't have been a rivalry. It would have been a one-sided affair, 15 years ago when I was coaching. Southern just hadn't got up there yet. I mean, Southern was a small school and still is a small school. I mean, they're 5A, which isn't that small anymore, but it was a very small school early on. So, but I'm glad we get to play now.
And you look at the student section. This is the liveliest it's ever been.
Both student sections are packed.
Right.
So,
and the team coming onto the field right now looks like the captains.
Captains are coming out. Madison Central still has not gone to the locker room. And 10 and a half to go for a tip-off, kickoff. So it looks like we do have captains coming onto the field.
Down there, you're going to see Aaron Sipple, number 47, number 42, Andrew Miller. I believe that's number 22, J.D. Dean down there, alongside number 32, Tristan Gerard. And also, standing out beside him is number 34, Damien Harris.
34 is Harris. You know, I seen on Twitter today, Joey, that a fan posted he is traveling 100 miles one way to see Damien play tonight. Big Blue Nation comes out in force.
Yeah,
and
they
he put
do.
BB in, so I know he's Big Blue Nation. Kentucky.
Right.
Kentucky wants that kid bad, along with Ohio State and A&M and Florida.
Well, I give that guy a lot of props for coming 100 miles to see Damien because I had a tough time making it to Pittsburgh last week.
We have the band coming out here, or the flags coming onto the field, so we're going to let them do the national anthem.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, we will honor our nation with the playing of our national anthem. Playing our national anthem tonight will be the Madison Southern High School Pep Band under the direction of Mr. David Ratner. And now, our national anthem.
Madison Southern Band completing the national anthem. Madison Southern Band is an award-winning band.
They may not have a band as big as Central's, but, man, they've got a great sound.
They do a good job. 7.5 to go till kickoff.
And for people, if this is anyone, if this is your first Madison Southern game, whether you're at the game or you're watching online with us, one of the big traditions that it's become right before the game, when the teams run out of the tunnel carrying the sledgehammer and right out to center field and, midfield rather. This isn't baseball.
Hey, I've called it basketball, so you call it baseball.
But
you're right, though.
The student section has big plans, and, I mean, I'm just so excited that it's come to this for Madison Southern.
While I get a chance, I'd like to thank PrepSpin.com for carrying the ball game tonight. And let me just throw out to our sponsors before the game. We'll hit them again during the ball game, but for us, Jack Burford Chevrolet, they do a great job for us. State Farm Insurance, Jerry Goebel Agent, Luxury Pack Services, ExpressRoofing.net, they have you covered. Cumberland Valley National Bank, Journey Auto and Boat Sales, Richmond. Rosenbaum Communications. As I said, PrepSpin.com. You can see all kinds of high school action on there. Dowling Dental out of Nicholasville and Kentucky Center for Orthodontics. So without these sponsors, we can't do this. It takes a little money to do all the, put it online and
right, wouldn't be possible without them.
I know it's hard to get to games sometimes on Friday nights. You work all day and you get off at 6 or 7 and the game starts at 7:30.
And that's why and a big thanks to all of our guys who produce this game and make sure that you guys get to see it, because for the people that can't come out and see high school football like this, it's absolutely amazing that we have programs out here like PrepSpin.com and Madison County School Sports Television. Look at this, Wayne Lanehard on the field getting the student section pumped up, the Eternal Eagle.
Many that don't know Wayne Lanehart, he has been at Madison Southern since the beginning, I believe, of 1989. I mean, he is a graduate of this school, and He bleeds orange.
And I don't think he's ever going to leave. They've tried to recruit him over to Central, but he's always declined.
Yeah, he won't leave. We tried to get him before. It's great to have support staff like that, though. Former, players, alumni. You've got to have. It's great to get that support. And Wayne's one of the good ones.
Right.
See the captain's out, waiting on to get the coin tip. Coin tip. You look at it.
Let's try that.
We're calling everything but football tonight.
Exactly. And hopefully we won't have to say Beatles Sloan tonight.
I hope not.
And, we see the cheerleaders over there near the tunnel team getting ready to come out.
There's still people coming in over there, Joey.
Yeah, I think throughout the first half you're going to still see people filing in. From our view up here, it looks like standing room only tonight.
Oh, it is. I got here around 6 o'clock or so, 5:45, and it was packed.
It's going to be a disaster getting out of here.
Oh, yeah. It'll be a slow ride home tonight, leaving the parking lots.
But you know what? That's absolutely great for Madison Southern Athletics to see a guy like Mark Stoops come out here and one of the great things it's the Big Blue Nation that makes this so special, because when Mark Stoops goes after a guy and he has the Yahtzee thing, one of the great things is that the entire Big Blue Nation gets behind him, and I've seen more Damien Harris on Twitter within the last week than I have ever seen. And as you can see, going down into the end zone.
Getting ready to come out. Central getting warmed up on their
They
side.
never went to the locker room.
Well, coach under. We didn't go to the locker room either, so it's a whatever thing. But interesting to see if you're Madison Southern or Madison Central, what do you do if you win the tilt, win the coin? You defer.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to midfield for the coin toss.
I definitely want to try and get the ball first. I think momentum is going to be absolutely huge in this game.
Old school, I want to defer. I'd rather take it first, second half, because your defense is going to be fired up first play of the game. I want my defense out first.
Number 22, J.D. Dean. Number 32.
It's good to have differing opinions, though.
Damien Harris.
So I've always been that way,
Andrew Miller,
I like to take the ball first, second
Aaron
half.
Sipple.
So it just depends on who gets it.
And as you guys can hear, this crowd is absolutely huge tonight and out in full force getting ready for the coin toss.
Bringing the football to tonight's game from the University of Kentucky Wildcats, the head coach for the football team, Mr. Mark Stoops, will deliver the ball.
He is everywhere.
Assisting him will be Drew Munns and Chuck Cage, principals for Madison Central and Madison Southern.
A very friendly rivalry, though. This isn't, Danville and Boyle County also
presiding
play
over the coin toss tonight. Another
somebody
special
vandalized the Boyle
from
County
our
football
6th
field.
district,
They're accusing Danville.
Mr.
I'm sure
Andy
Danville
Barr.
students did it. You didn't see nothing like that
Coin
up
has
here.
been tossed.
So, toss is up.
Southern won the toss.
Southern wins.
Do they defer or do they take it? They have deferred.
Southern has deferred.
They're going to take it. So that's what I always like. I like getting my defense out there first. You want to go out there and put them out 1, 2, 3, and then get the ball, and then.
The Eagles will defend the north end of the field, and the Indians will receive the kick.
Indians taking the kick, and we'll see. It's going to be big now. Central's going to have the ball first. They need to score.
Definitely.
Central wants to get on the board first.
That's what I was saying earlier. Momentum is going to be absolutely huge in this game.
Even though Central's a 6A school, they're coming in here to the underdog game.
Right.
Size of the school does not matter.
No. It's all about the players on the field and how they perform.
Right. So, and if you see John Clark heading upstairs, I swear he's like the only head coach I've ever seen coach upstairs in high school or in college, Somebody mentioned Joe Paterno. Joe B. Hall is at the game tonight, Coach Hall from UK, and he was mentioning, Joe Paterno did, and I'm like, well, Coach, Joe Paterno was hurt. He got run over the sideline a couple of times, so he was upstairs.
Right.
John's healthy, he's just going upstairs. He says he can see the game better. So 37 seconds, this was about to get underway.
And as we look over, Madison Southern getting ready to emerge from the tunnel. Aaron Sipple steps out. This is what it's all about, building tradition.
Music is up. Southern's getting ready to come out. And as you said, they're going to come out to midfield, won't they? Have they already? No, here
Aaron Sipple and Damien Harris coming out.
They're going to come out to midfield and do their thing. And, this is all about, just the two big stars of Madison Southern. And the
Look at the
section
student section. I absolutely love it.
have released the baby powder. And here comes the
And
Eagles.
the confetti.
Eagles come out to midfield. They're fired up. Central on the sideline. They're not looking impressed. They want to get this game going. Madison Southern receives. Last week against Wood, Madison Central brought one back on a kickoff. And in the past, we've seen Madison Southern last year struggle on special teams. So
Right.
they're going to have to be careful. Central out, Central ready. Southern kicking team getting their final instructions.
This is what it all comes down to. I mean, there's been the talk all week. There's been all the practices. I mean, this is the game that both of these schools have looked forward to. Madison Central, obviously it's not a long distance, but they've came across
They came
over
up
here.
25.
Yeah. They drove up either 25 or I-75, and they're ready for this game. The atmosphere is absolutely unbelievable, and I believe this is going to be an absolutely amazing
I will
ball game.
tell the fans one thing. I believe this game is going to be closer than many expect.
Oh, yes, definitely.
A lot of people may come in and think, look, last year's team was 2-9. This team went to the big playoffs. Oh, it's going to be 28 points. This game's going to be closer than you think. And if it isn't, I'm going to be a little surprised by that. So,
I think my final prediction for the game, I've got to go with Madison Southern on top, but I think they're only going to do it by about 7.
I think Southern wins the ball game, but I think it's closer than people think.
So here we go, Garrison Watts for the kickoff. We are underway at Madison Southern.
And Central recovers.
Immediately
and
taken
goes
down.
nowhere.
That was a very good squib by Garrison Watts for the team to be able to be all over that.
Hazelwood with the recovery, with the pickup. He goes nowhere. Here comes the Central offense led by Zach Harden, the sophomore quarterback. Number 18, Zach Harden. One of their big players who's not done much this season is a wide receiver, number 9, John Williams.
Right.
Only 2 catches for 29 yards, but he is a playmaker. They look to get it in his hands as often as they can. Cryer in the backfield, man in motion. Handoff.
Going nowhere.
Cryer goes nowhere, loses yards.
And
Referee goes
trips.
down. The head official goes down. He's all right. And who's on that tackle? Big Sipple, number 47. Aaron Sipple with the takedown.
Shaping up to be a beautiful night for football. We're not having to deal with what we did in the Rockcastle game.
No lightning, no weather to speak of at all. It's a little warm. Hopefully when the sun drops. Second down 9, officially a 1-yard gain. Harden under center. 2 receivers to the far side. Those quick receiver out. All right, got through 1.
The reception is made by Gross.
That's Blake Gross with the reception.
Simple,
Blake Gross is one of their leading receivers.
7 yards. Ball is spotted at the 41-yard line of the Indians.
Madison Central's playing without one of their players tonight. Number 13, Will Nash. He's a senior defensive back. He was ejected from the game last week, so he will be sitting 2, and this is 1 of 2 he misses, and I hate that for the kid. He's a senior, and this is the biggest game of the season for Central. One of the biggest games. Quick count, handoff, and Cryer gets the first down.
Here's number 35, Cryer.
Cryer with the first down.
Big to be able to come up with that on 3rd down, and now it's time to see
Player
if
down for Madison Southern. We're going to have trainers come out.
He's grabbing that left knee.
Yep. 10:36 left. It's scoreless. Madison Central with the ball. We're going to take a quick timeout while they tend to the injured player. Be back after this timeout.
A special thank you to our great sponsors: Jack Burford Chevrolet, State Farm Insurance, Jerry Goble, Luxury Pets, Express Roofing, we've got you covered, Faith Created, Assembly of God Church, ScenicCabin.com, Equipment, Sales and Rentals, give Sean a call, Tatum Enterprises, Richmond Tourism, WKYT.com, Time Warner Cable, Madison County Schools, First Gear, Pro Signs, Berea Online, and Rosenbaum Communications.
Madison Southern High School, Madison Central Indians, Madison Southern Eagles playing. Injured player was number 60, Hutch Howard, a junior, been helped off the field. Hopefully it's nothing serious. Madison Central with the ball just got a first down on the third down conversion, so Central driving a little bit. Huge pickup, though, as you said before the break. Indians did not want to go 3 and out. We have an H-back up next to Harden. Another wide receiver screen. And nowhere on this one. Loss of a yard or two. Central likes to run that little quick hitter right to the screen. You seen that last week. That was John Lamb with the reception.
So it's going to be 2nd and 11. And now we're starting to see Madison Southern's pass defense for the 2 little passes we've seen tonight. It's looked decent, but
that's pretty much like a run defense, though. Them balls are at the scrimmage behind.
Yeah.
I want to see how they match up when
they're going deep downfield.
Yeah, when John or Johan one is going to go downfield and Zach airs it out. I don't have no fear with the linebacker defensive line. Secondary, I'm questioning. And they're going to pitch. Big little hole. He gets through. Looking good, getting through. And Cryer with a nice pickup. Big pickup for Jonathan Cryer, about 14 on the carry. Another first down for the Indians. First and 10 at the 41. And I'll tell you, Central looking pretty good on the offensive start. Which I'm glad we're not upstairs with John. I'm sure Coach Clark is probably throwing a fit on.
Probably.
These first downs like that, especially that big run.
Out of the shotgun there.
Low snap. Cryer gets it, picks up nice yardage. Pick up about 4.
That's a great shot on those fans.
Pick up about 4. 9:13 to go. So we get that up. Stephen Richardson on the tackle. Another junior for the Eagles. Second 5 at the 36. 2 receivers, far side, H-back. Going to air it out a little bit. Zach nowhere to go, steps up. Man, wide open. Touchdown. Touchdown, Indians.
And that's what we were so worried about. Madison Southern left him wide open downfield, and he's able to score so quickly. Coach Clark he's not going to be happy about that because there is no reason that he should have been that open.
He was wide open. I don't know. There was a little play action.
Doesn't matter. You got
to back bid on it, and it was clear selling for the receiver after that.
That's going to be huge for Central, able to establish some momentum.
6-0 Indians pending the extra point. And if you watched the game last week, you remember how many times we got Woodford to jump on the.
I'm saying Woodford that you would have thought they would have caught on.
Hey, as a former special team coach, I've never seen this formation much. And guess what? Oh, it's a legal substitution on the defense. This goes against the Eagles. It's going to move the Indians closer. And last week, every time the Woodford Yellow Jackets jumped, they went for 2.
Right.
So with them getting a little closer now, watch for Jonathan Cryer maybe to get the direct snap and score. They're going to set up in this little formation once again. They're going to go for 2.
He got that
And
ball
he's in.
high.
2-point conversion is good. It is 8-0. Indians on top. Jonathan Cryer with the carry.
That's going to be huge for Madison Central as we go on through the game. And now it is absolutely imperative that Madison Southern come back on offense and score.
Well, it's 8-0 Indians on top. Southern to get the ball for the first time. When we come back, you're watching Madison Southern football on prepspin.com.
A special thank you to our great sponsors: Jack Burford Chevrolet, State Farm Insurance, Jerry Goble, Luxury Pets, Express Roofing, we've got you covered, Faith Created, Assembly of God Church, ScenicCabin.com, Equipment, Sales and Rentals, give Sean a call, Tatum Enterprises, Richmond Tourism, WKYT.com, Time Warner Cable, Madison County Schools, First Gear, Pro Signs, Berea Online, and Rosenbaum Communications.
And we are back at Madison Southern. Madison Central just scored. It is 8-0 after a 2-point conversion, and here's the kickoff.
It's also a squib, and let it roll. It may go out of bounds, and they pick it up. Oh, nice return. Big return out to the 37.
J.D. Dean.
J.D. Dean is deceptively quick.
Yeah.
You don't think anything of the little guy. I mean, he's a little guy out there among the football players. You're thinking, boy, he's quick.
And now it's going to be our first look at Aaron Sloan, the junior quarterback. Used to play at Madison Central, now at Madison Southern, as he gets the call over on the sidelines, and they're gonna line up here.
Sloan leads them out. Harris in the backfield. 7. Jonathan Lamb goes up top. He gets Central on the line. They are all over that line, expecting to run. Damien gets it, goes outside. Uh-oh.
Oh, he's got to break free right here.
He's up the middle. Got to the secondary. Big gain of about 13. Jonathan Cryer going both ways tonight as he takes him down.
You got to give some props to Madison Central right there for actually being able to stop him, because a lot of teams right there, he would have been gone.
Last season, we've seen him break out a lot of times. Damien backfield, 2 receivers to the near side. Sloan gets the call from the sideline. Handoff once again. Gets up. Pick up around 7.
It's going to be important for Madison Southern to make Aaron Sloan feel comfortable under center tonight, because I can tell that he's probably going to have a little nerves going into this one, and they may work Damien good early on, but you're definitely going to get to see some throws from Aaron tonight.
Oh, yeah, they're just pound and ground right now is what Madison Southern is looking to do. Sloan now goes to the shotgun. We've seen Damien take the handoff out of this, and there it is. Up the middle, nothing that time.
It looked to me like he wanted to try and spin it, maybe try and go to the other side, but Madison Central was all over that one.
Going to bring up a 3rd down. Oh, we have a flag on the play. There's a flag down. Personal foul against the Indians, hit to the head. It's 15 yards. Illegal contact to the head. So, big break for the Eagles there as they're going to get to march it up.
And that's something that Madison Central has got to watch for tonight, because penalties like that, they had Madison Southern just about where they wanted them.
They had them
Little
at 3rd
plays
down.
like that, you're shooting yourself in the foot.
Madison Southern does not need any help moving the ball. Sloan gets the call back in the gun. Going to see Aaron hand it off. Up the middle.
Damien thought about where he's going. He might break free right here.
Harris is gone. No one can touch him. Touchdown, Southern. Touchdown, Harris.
And Damien Harris right there looked like he was going to try and go to the left side. Thought different about it. Goes right up the middle.
That is something. Damien is awesome. He can get in. He can cut on a dime.
Right.
He can just stop, cut, and go. That was a huge run.
And that's exactly what Madison Southern needed. And it's going to be interesting. Do they go for 2 here? Do you try and tie it up, or do you just play it safe?
Don't chase points.
Right.
You never chase the points. You just go and get your extra point.
Aaron Sloan coming out.
Sloan's the holder.
Well,
they may go for 2.
I think they're going to go for 2 here. I would not be surprised.
I would not chase the points, but they're going to
go for 2.
They're chasing the points early. That is Damien's 102nd touchdown on his career. Handoff.
Takes the handoff.
Oh,
he's going to roll out. The pass. 2-point conversion.
Catch is complete.
Andrew Miller on the catch.
Big Andrew Miller with the reception. We are tied at 8 now.
We've got ourselves a ball game.
6:50 to go, and it is all tied up at 8. I'm a little surprised they went for the 2-point conversion there.
Never regret it unless it goes wrong.
I would have never done that. We'll take a quick timeout and be back for the kickoff after this. If you want to write your numbers.
And we are back at Madison Southern. Garrison Watts getting ready for the kickoff. It is 8-8 after a Damien Harris touchdown. 2-point conversion by Andrew Miller. And he's ready. Kick is up, Donald.
The kick is it's deeper than I thought. Taking at the 10. Up the sideline. Got a block. Out across the 30.
Great play right there by number 67, Dylan Rogers. I saw him take a hit and then try and go for the tackle there, and that's that mentality that John Clark has built up in these players.
I was looking for that squib on that play, and they kicked it deep on me. Cyril back out on offense. They had a touchdown on their opening possession. Answered by the Eagles. Quarterback Zach Harden back under center. Man in motion. Handoff up the middle of the Crier.
Oh, nothing.
0.
Might be negative. He went back there a little bit, and Madison Southern is all over that with that run defense. They were looking good on that.
15 for Madison Southern brought him down. He is not on my roster I have before the game. So I will have to get a roster after this quarter. But no gain. They gave him no gain on that. Momentum must have been stopped. It looked like a loss to me. He's lined back up. One back. 2 receivers to the near side. Passing. Oh, nobody got hold
wrapped
of him.
up.
Wow.
Number 47, Aaron Sipple, all over that.
Sipple. Hey, it's hard enough to get away from him when he's blocked, but when he comes unblocked, you have no chance.
You don't know how scared I would be if I saw Aaron Sipple coming after me. I'm a little guy, but, man, that was a fantastic play.
Big either. You look up and you see the big 4-7 coming at you, and you want to throw that ball away.
Right.
It's 42, not 47.
Well,
that was Carter. That was the big freshman, Carter Smith.
Carter Smith. Wow, it looked like 47 from right here.
We'll have to get a spotter up here with us. 43, though. Hey, I don't want to see him coming at me. That's Carter Smith. Apologize to Carter on that.
Ah, well.
Right.
I'd be scared to see him come at me, too. Oh, the throw here.
Intercepted.
It is good by number 2, Gross.
No, it is caught. It is caught by number
Blake
2.
Blake Gross with the catch. I thought that ball was picked. Dean with the
DeAndre.
takedown. Boy, I thought that went through Gross's hands.
I saw another guy jump up for that. I thought maybe he was going to overthrow him, but was able to connect.
I thought for sure that was a pick. Either way, it's 4th down, 4th and 3 at the 39, and Central's lined up for the punt. You got Damien coming in. And almost punts off. Punt's good. It's going to bounce.
2 Central players collide.
Well, it's killed at about the 20-yard line. They were going to let it roll all the way they could, and they just collided, as you said. So Indians take over at the 20. Very nice punt from the Indians.
So now we get to see for the first time. Southern has the opportunity here to try and take control for a little bit. This is going to be a big drive in the game. After a big defensive stop like that, the offense has to come out and answer. The defense did their part. Now it's time for the offense.
You got them on 3 and out. Now the Eagles need to get a drive, maybe for the rest of the quarter. At 4:19 to go into opening quarter. In the gun, Damien in the gun. Hand off up the middle.
He won't be stopped.
Uh-oh, he's to the outside. Central has an angle, but look at him run. Look at that power.
He's at the 20. He's at the 10. That's going to be.
Oh,
he
got
falls
tripped
down.
up. He got tripped up on the 10.
It looked like that was going to be the second Damien Harris touchdown.
That was 70 yards, ladies and gentlemen. That's how easy it is.
Wow.
Taken down at the 10 by a shoelace.
That is true talent.
Wow.
My goodness.
He is something else. Taken down at the 10, so officially the 8. So,
and he's coming over towards the sideline.
He's coming out. That's a big run. He's got to be a little winded after that one. So he's coming out for a breather. Sloan pitch.
Gets to run. He's got it. It's a touchdown for the Madison Southern Eagles. Number 25, A.J. Richardson.
Sophomore. A.J. with the touchdown, a sophomore.
And when Damien is gone next year, he's the guy that steps in, and he's showing some good speed.
Big drive. Big what? 2-play, 80-yard drive for the Eagles to get a touchdown. That is just devastating to the Indians. Watts lines up for the extra point. Kick is up. The kick is good. 14-8 now. 15-8. Eagles on top. 3:42 left opening quarter. Joey, we could have a slugfest on our hand tonight.
Gosh, I'm absolutely loving this as a Madison Southern student to see what we're doing tonight. Absolutely unbelievable. Great work by both the offense and defense. That all starts with the defense getting that big stop.
15-8.
A special thank you to our great sponsors. Jack Burford Chevrolet, State Farm Insurance, Jerry Goebel, Luxury Pets, Express Roofing, we've got you covered, Faith Created, Assembly of God Church, ScenicCabin.com, Equipment, Sales and Rentals, give Sean a call, Tatum Enterprises, Richmond Tourism, WKYT.com, Time Warner Cable, Madison County Schools, First Gear, Pro Signs, Berea Online, and Rosenbaum Communications.
We are back live at Madison Southern, where the kickoff, there has been a flag, and Donald, you're motioning for offsides.
Yep, kicking team left early. It's going to be against the Eagles. Offsides.
So you guys didn't really miss anything.
So we're going to do the kick again. Southern looked almost like an onside kick to me. I believe he meant to squib, but he just didn't kick it hard enough. But the Eagles were offside. So move it back to the 35.
We will have a new kickoff. The ball will be spotted at the 35-yard line.
See if they kick it deep or attempt another squib.
So we'll try it again with the senior kicker, Garrison Watts.
Ball is taken by number 24, Atkins.
Adam Atkins recovers for the Indians, and they're going to have good field position. At the 49, it appears. Not a good kick at all.
The
for
ball
the
is
Eagles.
spotted on the 49-yard line of the Indians, where they'll take over 1st and 10.
Central in great position. John Williams, number 9, coming to the near side for the Indians. He's been quiet so far tonight. Pistol formation, handoff. Nothing.
The ball carrier
Nowhere.
number 32, Jabari Hughley.
That is
Brought
Aaron
down by
Simple.
number 47, Aaron Sipple.
Simple brought him down and threw him back.
A
And that is
loss
why
on the
he is a
play.
D1 prospect.
Ball is spotted near the 46-yard line. Will
Loss
bring
of
up 2nd
3.
down and 13.
.309 to go. Clock is ticking. Central lines up. Zach Harden underneath center. Twin receivers to the near side. Looking to throw.
On
And
down
he's
the field.
behind him again.
Just misses him. He just got out ahead of it just a little.
Southern is going to have to do a much, much better job of getting back.
Exactly.
How can they outrun your secondary?
What's going to happen is if Madison Central sees that Southern is not improving on that, they can just start airing it down the
Tell you,
field.
You don't want to let John and Johan get loose like that. I mean, that's
No.
6 points waiting to happen. And I don't know what they're doing, if they're playing a zone into secondary or what, but it's not good.
And out of all nights, you don't want to get burned up on the pass tonight.
No. Zach just led him a little too far, and
That was-
receiver just about had it.
Southern got lucky.
Southern got lucky on that play. There's no lie.
So they'll set it up again for 3rd and 13.
H back, and it is 3rd and long. Looking again. It's going to be complete. Oh,
The intended receiver is number 23, Lee. The
So they
pass
dropped
is
it right
incomplete.
there, and the intended receiver was Lawrence
Bring up 4th
Lee.
down and 13.
well, it's 4th and 13 now. Central had their chance. Just led the receiver a little too far.
Near the
Now,
46-yard
Punt
line.
again.
So now we've seen the defense do its job, and when the offense comes back out, it's time to take over the game.
If Central's going to need a good punt, Central needs a good punt. And Southern is on the line. They're coming after her. Here they come. Muffed. Got it off barely.
It's a
Fair
high
catch.
punt.
Gave him plenty of room. Nice punt. Nice punt if you watch him muff it down here and get it off, and just about had it blocked. So 2:40 to go, open the quarter, 15-8, Southern on top. And Southern's come back out quick for the offense, so we'll stay here.
And like I said, this is where the offense, it's time for them to take control. This is where they can make it a big game, and the defense is mostly doing their job. They got to do that. They got to do a better job with the pass.
But here's what you were saying, though. Southern gets another touchdown. Central's in a deep hole.
Right.
So Central defense has got to stand up. Southern
Sloan
his
looks
call.
over.
I'm not a big fan of looking over the sideline every time.
I'm not either.
I want my quarterback to make the call.
I saw that enough
But that's
under
me.
Joker Phillips.
Hand off. Up the middle. About 3.
Richardson is the ball carrier.
2 or 3 yards on the pickup.
Brought down
You know,
by
while this is a
Oakley.
huge game, the games against Pulaski and Boyle County, those are the games that we're going to see truly what Damien is made out of. When he goes against a huge defense like that, that's what he's going to see much bigger stuff in
You know,
college.
as you said, this is a big game because it's an in-county rivalry.
Right.
This game don't mean squat as far as season goes. You have to win your district games, and that's Pulaski, that's North Laurel, and that's Whitley.
So Sloan's in the shotgun here.
Triple receivers, man into motion. Watch for a throwback to Damien. Here it is. Little wide receiver screen, and nothing happening.
Harris makes the
Not sure if I really
reception.
like the call there.
But if I knew what it was, I'm sure Coach Centers knew what it was. So
Right.
that play was going nowhere. Good idea, though. If he gets it, he can miss that first tackle. He can go a long, long way, but nothing going on that play as Damien checks out. Minute 39.
So I have a pretty good feeling right here. 3rd and 5. I think they're going to pass it.
More likely, we may see a Sloan pass. Timeout.
Timeout on the field.
Timeout to the
Timeout,
Eagles.
Eagles.
15-8. 1:31 left, opening quarter. Back after this. Timeout. Back to Madison Southern High School. Madison Central Indians, Madison Southern Eagles, the big in-county rival. Southern on top 15-8, minute 31 to go in the opening quarter. We've seen a lot.
Oh, definitely. We've seen a Damien Harris touchdown and
Big touchdown. It wasn't a big long run. And
big touchdown from
Harris
A.J.
did the
Richardson. Here you
shotgun.
go.
Big
No, that's J.D. Dean.
Is the ball carrier.
And there's a flag on the
There's a
play.
flag on the play.
Number 4 with the takedown. That was
Down by number 4.
Xavier Pruitt, a junior. But the flag comes in late. See what the flag is.
Now, was that J.D. Dean on the run?
I believe it was.
Preliminary call is holding.
Holding against the Eagles.
Oh,
Central will take the holding. March them backwards. Not what you want.
if I'm Southern here, I don't think I want to pass it. I think if it's Southern, I think it would be big for them just to try and run it right here because you don't want to risk an interception or something like that this close.
Not give them the ball in their own side of the field.
I think if I'm Coach Clark, I play it safe right
Sloan
here.
checks back in, minute 22. It's going to be a third and about 9. And you got Sloan. And is that Dean in the backfield with him? And nope, throw over the middle. Almost picked off. I thought for sure
Pass is tipped. The
safety was going to get
receiver
there.
is number 22, Dean.
J.D.
Pass
Dean, the
is
intended
incomplete.
receiver. 4th and 9.
Will bring up
107
4th
left
down
opening quarter.
and 10.
Dropping back deep for the Indians is number 9, John Williams. I don't expect them to punt to him. I expect you to punt an angle punt. Kick it out of bounds. Southern needs to be careful here. He would be kicking from his own 3-yard line. Central on the line. Oh, high snap. Kick is off. Williams is going to have a chance with it. He's going to let it bounce. Takes it about the 38. And goes nowhere.
The ball is taken by number 9, John Williams.
Going to get a little bit of a score update here. One of the opponents for Madison Southern at the end of the year will be Boyle County. Right now, Boyle County playing rival Danville. That's a 7-0 game. Danville scored. Danville fumbled on the opening kickoff, and Boyle County was able to take advantage of that one.
Not a big Boyle County fan with Chuck Smith. I'm an alumni of Madison Central, former coach at Madison Central, and the way he did us, I'm just left a sour taste in my mouth. But that game is last game of the year for us. Boyle County comes to Madison Central for senior night for the Eagles. 56 seconds left, 15-8. Southern has it at the 48. And a handoff. Makes the first man miss.
The ball carrier is number 35.
Fights
Look
forward.
at Jonathan Cryer go. The little man.
He got about a gain of 7 there.
Richardson.
He is.
And number 8.
He is listed at
Skidmore.
5'6", 190, and he just powered his way up through there for a pickup of 9. Well, that's not quite right.
Yeah,
Ball is
6
spotted on
yards.
the 49-yard line of the Eagles. Where
I looked at the
second down and
scoreboard. It's a
1.
2nd and 1. It's not 2nd and 1,
definitely not.
but it's a long one. It is 2, though. So about an 8-yard gain. 19 seconds. See if Central takes a snap. I say they will. And into motion. Hand off Cryer. Nothing there.
The
Stop.
ball carrier is number
Going
36,
backwards.
Met by a host of Eagles. And that will end the opening quarter.
43, Carter Smith.
That was Carter Smith on that tackle.
That's just that great run offense. Run defense that Southern has this year.
End of one quarter. Eagles on top, 15-8. Back for the second quarter after this timeout.
A special thank you to our great sponsors: Jack Burford Chevrolet, State Farm Insurance, Jerry Goble, Luxury Pets, Express Roofing, we've got you covered, Faith Created, Assembly of God Church, ScenicCabin.com, Equipment, Sales and Rentals, give Sean a call, Tatum Enterprises, Richmond Tourism, WKYT.com, Time Warner Cable, Madison County Schools, First Gear, Pro Signs, Berea Online, and Rosenbaum Communications.
Welcome to tonight's Court Night, sponsored by Court Physical Therapy, Best in Rehab. Both Madison Southern and Madison Central High School wish to thank our athletic trainers for Court, the official sports medicine and rehabilitation provider for the Madison County High Schools.
Back live at Madison Southern. The first quarter has ended 15-8. Madison Southern on top of the Indians, Donald.
Very exciting first quarter of play. Before the action gets underway here in the second quarter, I want to thank the sponsors again. Can't thank them enough, because without the sponsors, we cannot do this. Dowland Dental from Nicholasville, Kentucky Center for the Orthodontics, and Jack Burford Chevrolet in Richmond. Without these sponsors, it's not possible for us to do the games. Central's got it. 3rd and 3. Big third down for the Indians. Flag comes in.
There's a
I believe we're going to have a preliminary. It's going to be false start. And it is. False start on the Indians.
False start on the Indians. The ball will be spotted near the 46-yard line, where it'll bring up.
Take it back 5. It's now a 3rd and 7. What was a manageable 3rd and 3, or 3rd and 2, is now a 3rd and 7. I believe the receiver jumped out here, number 10. I believe he was the one that flinched. Harden back into the pistol, has a man behind him. He's going to try to air it out. Rose, runs, knocked down.
And Peter receiver is number 15, Grant. Broken up by number 32.
Intended for Jared Grant. Taken down by 32.
Kristen Gerard. Pass is incomplete. Will bring up 4th down.
It's a 4th and 7 now for the Indians. They're forced to punt once again. Dropping back deep. J.D. Dean with Damien back there with them. So either way Central goes, they're going to have to punt it, and one of these dangerous men are going to pick it up. So unless you kick it out of bounds, they're going to get a nice return out of it. They're going to set up the return. And he picks it up and fumbles it. Who's going to get it, though? That's the question. Whistles. I want to say the Eagles got back on top of it. Eagle players saying they do. And Southern comes out with the ball, I believe. Lucky break.
The Eagles recovered the fumble there on the kickoff.
Lucky break. That would have been big if Central had recovered there.
Bring up 1st and 10 for the Eagles.
11:41, second quarter. If you joined us late, you missed the Damien Harris first quarter. We saw him break one for 78 or 70-something.
Flag on the play.
There's a flag on the play.
Or the play is coming back.
Looks like the play is going to come back, and we're going to re-kick. Waiting for the official call, which you're discussing. Here comes the call. And they're taking the ball back. So here we have a personal foul, tripping against
a personal foul against the
Southern
Eagles.
So
be an automatic 1st down for the Indians.
Indians get the ball back.
Spotted near the 39-yard line of the Eagles.
Big break for the Indians. So penalties will kill you.
Definitely.
And they gave the ball back to the Indians on a silly penalty. On a tripping penalty. Or actually it was running into the kicker, not tripping. I'm sorry. So they called roughing the kicker, and it's going to be 1st down Indians at the 39. Zach Harden steps up, airs it. Double covered, though.
Just overthrew him.
Wasn't a very smart
receiver
decision.
was Williams.
He was
The
double
pass is
covered.
incomplete.
They tried to get to
Bring
John
up
Williams,
second
though.
down and 10.
The man was double covered. Second quarter action. Well, Central tried to air one out there, Joey. Think we go back to the run for the Indians?
Well, the Eagles' run defense has been – they have some good moments, and then they kind of have some bad.
Cars look good at times, but, yeah,
Right.
they have slowed them down. And into motion. It'll be a handoff up the middle.
The ball carrier is number 35, Pryor.
Pryor picks up about 1 or 2 on the carry. Going to bring it by long. Third down once again.
Brought down by number 50, Stephen Richardson.
Stephen Richardson.
No gain on the play. Will
5'8"
bring up
junior
third
with the
down and
takedown.
10.
No gain. 3rd and 10. You know, if you're the Eagles, you're looking for the pass once again. Harden hands it off.
The ball carrier is number 35.
I'm a little surprised by that one, but handoff goes nowhere. It's going to bring up 4th down. Hey, 4th and long.
Brought down by number 44, Logan Coomer, and
There's a name we haven't called tonight. Logan Coomer, number 44 on the tackle.
bring
Another
up
fine
4th and
defensive
10
player.
for the Indians.
He'll be a big player here at Southern next year. He's a junior this year, so he's still got another year to develop.
Wait to see what Central's going to do here on 4th and 10 at the 40. You know, you're almost too close to punt.
Right.
So, they're going to have to go. They're going for it. You know, if you punt it and it goes in the end zone, you're not going to pick up 20 yards. So, Coach Centers has some faith in his defense. Offense also is staying on the field at 4th and 10. Harden drops back. Step. Catch. Made. Nice job by the Eagles. Stopped them 2 yards short.
Number 9, Williams.
Turnover on downs.
Pushed out by number 25, A.J. Richardson.
It's a nice job by Central. They picked up 8. Receiver needed to go past the line,
Eagles will
though.
take over
Don't
on
stop
down,
short.
so it'll be 1st and 10 for the Eagles. Ball is spotted on the 31-yard line.
Southern takes over at their 31. 9:40 to go, second quarter. Harris.
Nothing.
Nowhere to go
Harris
that
is the
time.
Ball carrier. Brought down by number 12, Tipton.
Host of Indians on the play, led by Tyler Tipton, the sophomore from Madison Central.
Correction, number 17, Fresnel.
Cameron Presnell, backup quarterback playing defense for the Indians. Presnell's the backup quarterback. Two receivers near side. He's a little shovel pass, and Damien is gone.
Harris is the ball carrier.
Oh, he's going to change sides of the field. He's going to get over right
Got
here.
an angle. See if they can catch him. He's at the 20, 15, 10, 5.
Taken down hard.
Take it down at about the 2.
Maybe. Oh, what a hit.
Take it down officially at the 1 or 2. Harris, a little shaken up on the play maybe.
Looks
That was
like
a
he
hard
tackled
hit.
at the
Central came right
1-yard
after
line.
him. What a hit.
Harris is still down. Harris is up. Hard tackle, but they save a touchdown if you're the Indians. Damien is up under his own power, walking off. So
Glad to see he's okay.
I'm holding my breath, so I know coaching staff and everybody in this place is. 1st and goal now at the 1. A big shovel pass to Damien. First and 1. And touchdown.
Eagles.
Touchdown for the Eagles.
The ball carrier is number 15, Dawson Richardson.
Dawson Richardson got the carry in for the score. And like that, it is 21-8. Southern on top.
There's a player down in the end zone.
We got another player injured on the field, so
Looks
he's
like
he's
back
up. Walking off underneath his own power.
Coming off the field, number 55, Lane Pincher.
Lane Tincher coming off. Madison Southern lines up for the extra point. They're up 21-8 now. It's
number 96, Watts.
big hole for the Indians to climb out of. Kick is up. Muffed.
Fumbled the snap.
Kick was
The
muffed.
extra points are no good.
So
Glad to see Lane Tincher walking on the sideline after being down in the end zone.
after the muffed extra point attempt, it's 21-8. Back after this. Timeout.
A special thank you to our great sponsors: Jack Burford Chevrolet, State Farm Insurance, Jerry Goble, Luxury Pets, Express Roofing, we've got you covered, Faith Created, Assembly of God Church, ScenicCabin.com, Equipment, Sales and Rentals, give Sean a call, Tatum Enterprises, Richmond Tourism, WKYT.com, Time Warner Cable, Madison County Schools, First Gear, Pro Signs, Berea Online, and Rosenbaum Communications.
Kicking off for the Eagles, number 96, Garrison.
And we
Watts.
are back at Madison Southern. 8:53 left in the second quarter. 21-8, Madison Southern getting ready to kick off.
As you said,
Back to
21-8.
the
That's
Indians,
big.
number 1, Ty.
Big score for the Eagles.
And number
And Central has
20,
got to get a score on this possession. Big time. They need the score to keep it kind of close before they go into halftime. Little kickoff deep. And he muffs it, and it goes out of bounds at the 1. Wow. They're officially going to mark it about the 4, maybe. Did it go? See what they rule on this. See if they give him a touchback. What?
The flag on the play.
All right, the officials dropped the flag. Let's find out what the call is. Pick up the flag now, wave it off. So where are the Indians going to take the ball at, Joey? I think they
Don't
take
ask me, ask the referees.
I think they take it inside the 5 because the man
He touched it.
touched it and it goes out of bounds off him.
Yeah, I mean,
So-
there's no reason why he shouldn't.
Central's back in there too. It looks like we're going to be at the 4-yard line with the Indians. So Eagle defense set prime for a stop. Official.
The flag has been picked up.
Flag is picked up as you heard the PA announcer make. They're going to mark it about the 4-yard line where the ball went out of bounds once all this is settled. Still talking about it though, Joey. Let me get some more sponsors in while they make up their mind what they want to do. Dallin Dental, Nicholasville, Kentucky. Kentucky Center for the Orthodontics. State Farm Insurance, Jerry Goble, agent. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Crowd not happy about that one.
Wow. Well, the Indians out of the shadow of their own goal line. They're going to take over about the, what is that? Where they spotted at? They called it a touchback.
It's at the 20, so.
Wow. I believe the official
ball
missed that
spotted
one.
on the 20-yard line.
That was a touchback.
For the Indians.
Anyway, the Indians take over. Handoff up the middle. Cryer running hard.
The ball carrier is number 35, Pryor.
Nothing there for the Indians. Indians catch a break on that one.
Right.
Brought down by number 58, Justice Williams, and number 47, Aaron Sipple.
Sipple and Williams in on the tackle.
Ball is marked
58-47.
on the 23-yard line. Quarter bring up 2nd down and 7.
Pick up a 3 for Cryer. I can't believe they call that a touchback. After the man touches it. I guess they're ruling he didn't have possession of it, so therefore it continued into the end zone. In the pistol. Read option. Read option goes nowhere.
35, Pryor.
So they're starting to
Brought
click now
down
on all
by
cylinders
Eagles there at the
on
line.
defense. You can see them stepping up now and really get clicking.
Loss of a yard will bring up 3rd down and 8 for the Indians.
Big 3rd down here for the Indians. They have to pick it up. They give it back to Southern and Damien Harris. $7:30 left opening half. Indians at the 22. Oh no, it's screen. Little wide receiver screen. Got some blockers. Got enough for the 1st down.
Southern went all in for the quarterback right there.
They bid for the screen. They bid on it.
And that's a huge give up. They should have went to 4th down right there, and it should have been going back to Southern.
Keenan Miller with
it. By number 7, John Lamb.
Okay, it was John Williams with the catch, a little wide receiver screen. As you said, defense just goes all after Zach Harden.
Right.
And he was able to get it off. It's a defensive line player, though. It's hard. Teach them, when they let you go like that, it's a screen, get back, but you see nothing but quarterback. You want to get them. Big 1st down for the Indians. Well, a lot of movement down that way.
On the play.
Yep. A false start against the Indians. It's going to be a 5-yard. Take your pick on who you want to nail it on.
Against the Indians.
Don't know who you called on, but you can take your pick. Take it back. 1st and 15 now.
Ball will be spotted on the 28-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 15 for the Indians.
Indians line up the same formation. Fake a handoff, roll out. Throws it short.
Play action pass. The intended receiver is number 15, Jared Grant. The pass is incomplete.
All he saw was big.
2nd down and
I believe that's number 32 coming in on him. He had to get rid of it quick. 6:26 left. Game's taking a little slow down on us here. Both teams taking their time. Don't want to make another mistake.
Well, Central can't afford another mistake. Down 21-8. They've got to try and get something going here.
Plus Southern gets the ball first, begin the 2nd half.
Right.
So, motion, handoff. Oh, got some blocks.
The handoff is to number 36, Johan Williams.
That's Johan Williams with the
Brought down
pickup.
By number 47, Aaron Sipple.
47 Sipple with the takedown.
And if they weren't back for a 2nd and long there, that would have been huge for Central.
I tell you, Johan Williams is a nice little change of pace back from Jonathan Cryer for the Indians.
Bring up 3rd down and 7 for the Indians.
Still, though, it's a long 3rd down now. It's 3rd and 7. That 5-yard false start really hurt them, put them back in a hole. Let's get 2 receivers up, far side. 1 back. H back in motion. Quick screen. They read it. Nowhere to go. If anything, he may have lost a yard. I believe the Central coaches upstairs are a little upset, as you heard him knocking on the stomping feet up there.
4th down for the Indians.
He's up a 4th down. You got to punt. 5:20 and counting. It's about a 4th and 5.
Bring up 4th and 5.
I'm really excited to see Southern's offense get back on the field, because now this is just the opportunity to just make this game theirs. Because Central, they are backed up tough here. That was a little low when he got that.
It was not a great punt. It's going to be short. And it's going to take a Southern bounce, Central bounce. Southern bounce back up.
The Indians down the ball near the 32-yard line.
Not a great punt.
1st and 10 for the Eagles.
1st and 10, though, for Madison Southern. They hustle onto the field. Get some more sponsors in real quick, Joey. Luxury Pet Services. ExpressRoofing.net. They have you covered. Cumberland Valley National Bank. Journey Auto and Boat Sales in Richmond. Rosebaum Communications. I'd like to thank PrepSpin.com for doing the game tonight. A part of Madison County School Sports Television. 1 receiver down here far side. He's going to be one-on-one coverage.
Flag on the play.
Yep, they moved. Somebody moved.
Seen as the ball carrier, there's a flag on the play.
I believe it was a direct snap to JD, wasn't it? So a false start on the Eagles. Take them back 5 yards.
The preliminary call is illegal procedure against the Eagles.
1st and 15. This has not been the second quarter's not been like the first quarter.
No, lots of scoring in that first quarter, but now it's kind of settled down.
Now it's getting down to, as we expected it to, slow down a little bit. Fill each other out.
So it'll be 1st and 15 for the Eagles.
Well, like you said, the Indians, Madison Central cannot give up another mistake. So, 4:48 to go in the first half of play. Sloan Rose looking, gonna throw it out. Catch is made.
Number 7, Jonathan Lamb.
Number 7 for the Eagles, John Lamb.
John Lamb picks up about maybe 2 under reception. See where they mark it at. Yep.
Ball is carried near the 35-yard line.
So pick up around maybe 3.
It'll bring up 2nd down and 8.
Central shown maybe like blitz. They're going to back out. Nothing going.
The ball carrier is number 23, Nate Eads.
Nate Eads, the freshman, gets to carry. Goes nowhere. Eads is another freshman I like a lot. Saw him run against Rockcastle some, and he's got some speed. Good-looking athlete. Good-looking kid.
On the 36-yard line, or it'll bring up
Madison Southern's going to take a little bit of a hit this year when they graduate these seniors. So for these guys, it's important that Coach Clark get guys like that to get some playing time.
I mean,
Lots of great talent coming
You're
through.
going to lose your leader on offense and defense. It's
Right.
simple. And throw over the middle, wide open. Just so overthrown. Off his hands.
That was
The
Beetlestone.
receiver was number 88,
Austin Beetlestone. Should have pulled that one down.
The pass was incomplete.
Wow.
Bring up 4th down.
4th down
for the
now,
Eagles.
4th and 7. We've seen both teams now miss a big pass opportunity early. So they're going to drop back to punt. John Williams going back deep for the Indians. Is that number 7, Lamb, back to punt?
Looks like it.
So, say 4th and 7. Punt is up. They're coming after it. It's a little knuckler, and it's out of bounds. See where they mark it. Should be around the 20-31. Central is getting the ball back. 21-8, Madison Southern on top. Back after this, timeout.
Back live at Madison Southern. Play going right now.
Jonathan Cryer, nice pickup.
21-8. Game clock ticking down. 3:45 left.
That was Jalen Powell with the pickup.
Williams.
Taken down by Williams. 3:45. Indians want to get another score.
Carried to the 42-yard line of the Indians.
Enough for a first down.
1st and 10 for the Indians.
Central in a hurry up now. 3:42 to go. All three timeouts for the Indians, as Southern has 2 left. Zach Harden back to pass. Gets a receiver, misses. Receiver fell down.
The receivers, number 7, Dante Altamirano. The pass is incomplete.
Altamirano with
Bring
the
up 2nd
was the
down
intended
and 10
target.
for the Indians.
Say that 3 times fast.
No thanks.
2nd and 10 now. Central is wanting to speed it up, get a score, but if they're not careful, they're going to throw themselves up and have to punt it back to Damien.
For the offense right now, it's all about being smart because they're in a bit of a hole right now. And I think they need to score
I'm worried
at the end of this half.
But if Indians give it up too quick, we just know it takes 1 second for Damien to break one. Eagles coming after them. Nice little pickup.
The ball carriers, number 35.
That's Cryer. Nice little pickup about 6.
Picked up by number 44, Logan Coomer.
44 Coomer on the stop. He's just a
Ball
junior.
is carried near the 48-yard line. We're to bring up 3rd down and 5.
5-yard
For
pickup
the
officially. Another 3rd down for the Indians. Third and 5. Clock still moving. 2:51 and counting. Gonna hand it off and get the first
The
down.
ball carrier is number 36, Williams.
Johan Williams with the carry. Picks up a
Brought
first down.
by number 43, Carter Smith.
Carter
Pickup
Smith.
of a first down
the
to
big
Indians.
freshman.
The ball is carried near the 45-yard line of the Eagles, where it'll be 1st and 10.
2:35 and counting.
So as they move the chains now, clock continues to tick down to 2:30. I think Central, they've got to still play a little faster. I mean, they've got to get a score here.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I thought they might take a timeout of that play. Like you said, they need to speed up just a little, but they don't want to make a mistake either.
Exactly.
So, drop back. Harden hits him. He makes
Misses
the first
him.
man miss. Gets it into secondary and taken down.
And that's the worries about that we've been having about the pass defense.
What I'm really worried about with the Eagles is pass defense.
Brought down by number 32, Tristan Gerard.
Tristan Gerard, the
First down
senior, able to
for
get the
the
tackle there.
Gerard made maybe a touchdown
Ball is
saving
spotted
tackle
near
on
the
that one.
23-yard line of the Eagles.
2:04 as they move the chains. Clock is wound, and there it goes. 2 minutes. 2-minute warning. Central has the ball at the 23. Central looking for a score. Touchdown is what they want. They take a field goal. Handoff. Nice run.
The ball carries number 35, Pryor.
Jonathan Cryer once again. Tell you, I'm really impressed with the
Ball
run
down
ability of
near the
Cryer.
14-yard
He may
line.
not be a
Will
Damien
be
Harris type with the speed, but he can knock it up the middle.
Right.
2nd down and 1.
Pickup of 9. Minute 25. So, see if the Eagles we're going to have a stoppage of play. We have a timeout.
Timeout on the field.
Timeout.
Eagles.
Madison Southern. Timeout taken. 1:19. Back for the remainder of the first half after this. Timeout.
A special thank you to
The
our
first
great
annual Dance for
sponsors.
Kids food drive
Jack
will
Burford
be
Chevrolet,
Madison Central and
State
Madison
Farm
Southern
Insurance,
celebrating
Jerry
over
Goble,
a 4-month
Luxury
supply of
Pets,
canned goods
Express
and
Roofing,
backpack
we've got you covered. Faith Created Assembly of God Church, ScenicCabin.com, Equipment, Sales and Rentals, give Sean a call. Tatum Enterprises, Richmond Tourism, WKYT.com, Time Warner Cable, Madison County Schools, First Gear, Pro Signs, Berea Online, and Rosenbaum Communications.
Also, ladies and gentlemen, there's a 3rd and 4th grade War Eagles football game tomorrow at 10 o'clock versus Ferristown at the Ferristown Middle School.
And we are back at Madison Southern coming out of the timeout. Madison Southern took a timeout, 21-8, a minute 19 left in this half. And Donald, it hasn't been a one-sided affair, but the scoreboard is showing definitely in favor of the Eagles.
Well, Southern took that timeout. They don't want to give up the score, of course. And probably a pretty good timeout to take. Try to find out, slow down the Indian offense a little bit. Minute 19. Central still has all 3 timeouts. Eagles are down to 1. Got 3 receivers out for the Indians. Man in motion. It's the wide receiver quick. Nothing going. Back, taking off in the back.
Heard them stomp again. They are not happy up there.
The little wide receiver quick, or the handoff to receiver went nowhere.
Minute left.
Kicking down to a minute. Central still not taking a timeout, so
Loss of 2 yards will bring up third down.
it's a loss of 2. They're at the 16, so I mean you're looking at about a 35-yard field goal. So they must feel comfortable.
But I don't think they should settle for the field goal.
I don't think they want to settle, but they must be comfortable with it. So nothing. Taken down.
That snap went low to the ground, and no way he can recover from that.
Down by number 43, Carter Smith.
And that's Carter Smith, number 43.
31 seconds down to 30. Central's going to have to kick a field goal.
And 7 for the Indians.
No timeout yet. 25 seconds.
Thanks to our guys in the back here giving us the number on that. We don't have the best vantage point of that side of the field from up here.
No, we got 13 seconds, 12, 11. They're going to let the clock tick down to about 3 and take a timeout. Down to 5, there it is. They take it at 4. 3 seconds.
On the field.
Setting up for the field goal.
Timeout, Madison Central.
We'll keep it here for the final 3 seconds, you know. You see a lot of coaches do that, 3 seconds, you know. It's just enough time. There won't be no time left on the clock once the kick is through. So,
Right.
you know, Central played for a field goal on that one. To me, they played for the field goal.
Well, 4th and 7 now, and where it's 21-8, I guess they'll take points any way they can get them.
Here's the thing. It's 21-8, so what's 3 points? 21-11. It's only on down 10. That's 2 possessions. So, and instead of making a mistake, I mean, they could have chucked it down the field and got a quick 3 and out.
But the problem for Madison Central is that Southern gets the ball first going into the second half of play. So if Southern's able to strike, which there hasn't been a lot going down for either team in this second quarter.
2 seconds added back to the clock, so make it 5 seconds. So, you know, Southern's going to get a kickoff more likely. They're going to have a chance to take one back. Is lined up for the field goal from the 20. It's a 37-yard field goal. It's a chip shot. Not in high school.
Taking the field goal for the Indians is number 87.
See if Southern takes a timeout to ice them. They have 1 left. I wouldn't take it, but let's see if they do. Snap, hold, kick is up. Kick is good. Nice looking field goal.
Good.
They're going to let the clock go down to 0.
And the clock expired, so no kick at the half. 21-11.
And ladies and gentlemen, there is the halftime score. The Eagles 21.
Eagles up 10. Closer game than many expected, more likely. We're going to throw down to Samantha Burford. She's going to try to catch Coach Clark as he comes off the field.
You know, Coach Clark's definitely got to be happy. So we're going to wait for him to get down there.
Yeah, he's coming off the box. I said he's one of the few coaches I've ever seen coach from top
I believe
of the
this is
press
the first year he's done that, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. But, you know, most coaches want to be right there on the sideline. So there goes, well, you see Coach Clark coming down the step. So he's got to be happy being up 10, but I bet he's not happy with the gameplay so far.
Oh, definitely. I mean,
there's been mistakes on both sides.
There's been a lot that each team could have done different.
Central didn't even go into the locker room.
No.
I like that. Coach Clark is going to be met by Samantha Burford out there somewhere. As we're waiting for Samantha, she's our sideline reporter. There they are. She's caught them. And they're going to go out. So we'll throw it down to Samantha here in a moment. Samantha Burford, take it away.
Defensively, we got a lot of young guys on the field.
And now, ladies and
They're adjusting, doing some decent things. We've got to wrap and tackle a little better, though. Their back runs hard.
Harris is getting more yards than ever. What are your thoughts on that?
He's good, and we're good up front. You know, we're playing well offensively. We had a couple penalties that have shot us in the foot. We eliminate those mistakes. There's more points on the board.
What will you do different for the second half?
Hopefully play a little better, eliminate those mistakes, wrap a little better on defense, and I like where we are.
All right, thanks. Good luck.
Walk out the door, put 5 on the gate, so you know I'm gon' blow. Got the new pack shoes, running right out the door. I'm at the door, real dope boys also.
I hear you beat a block, but I'm the like to keep the streets on. Know this you the type that like to keep them on the leash, though. I'm known to walk a
Ladies and gentlemen, would you please welcome to the field the award-winning Madison Southern High School Marching Band. This group is a two-time state champion band and has been distinguished himself as one of the best bands in the state. Welcome Madison Southern High School Band as they perform their 2014 competition show, one featuring music of Era Sokolowski and Mark Jevedon. The band is under the direction of David Ratliff and Tyler Myers and is led on the field by drum majors and Madison Southern seniors Alex Johnson and Josh McHarg. Ladies and gentlemen, the Madison Southern High School Marching Band.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Madison Southern High School Marching Band. We need the EMSs here in the, just under the press box here, we have a spectator who is having a problem.
Special thank you to our great sponsors, Jack Burford Chevrolet, State Farm Insurance, Jerry Goble, Luxury Pets, Express Roofing, we've got you covered, Faith Created, Assembly of God Church, ScenicCabin.com, Equipment, Sales and Rentals, give Sean a call, Tatum Enterprises, Richmond Tourism, KYT.com, County Schools, First Gear, Pro Signs, Korea Online, and Rosenbond Communications.
I feel like I know you because I listen to you all the time. I heard you're recruiting now. I see you and get your email and all that. I don't know. Very good when I hear him. Yeah, Larry's great. Larry's actually had him before. Yeah, how you doing?
Miss Brittany Powell, if you could come to the press box, please. Brittany Powell.
When we're getting to him on the long runs, and they set him up on short field with the long run. But we got to keep playing, got to keep pursuing, and try to get to him as often as we can, and make sure that when he's out of the game that we get stops.
All right, good luck, Coach.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And we are back at Madison Southern getting ready to go into the second half. 21-11 as the clock continues to tick down, and Madison Central is on the field. Madison Southern lining up in the end zone. And, Donald, that was a pretty crazy first half.
It was something else. A lot of action in that first quarter, as it was 21-8 after 15-8 after one. It was 21-8 quickly in the second. Halftime stats. Damien Harris, 7 carries, 189 yards, 1 touchdown. So that's the big carry for Madison Southern. Passing game, only 2 of 4 for 11 yards with the quarterback, Aaron Sloan. I thought they might throw more. Madison Central, Passing-wise, Zach Carden, 6 of 11, 91 yards and a touchdown. He was sacked once. So look at stats here real quick. You know, first downs, Central 8, Southern 5. Passing yards, 104 for Central, 11 for Madison Southern. Big discrepancy in that. But when it comes to total offense, it's 218 to 159 in favor of Madison Southern. You know, the stats don't show anything that we don't already know. You got to stop the run game of Madison Southern.
Right.
It doesn't matter if it's Damien is 189. A.J. Richardson had 2 carries, 11 for 11 yards and a touchdown. Nate Eads had a carry for 1 yard, and J.D. Dean had a carry for 5 yards. So, Aaron Sipple, 9 tackles, 1.5 tackles for loss. So, it's been one of those games where we kind of thought it would be one of these knock-em games. You know, both teams playing pretty well. It's a 2-possession game at halftime, 21-10. If I told you at halftime it would be 21-10.
21-11.
21-11, I'm sorry. 10-point ball game. You'd be pretty happy if you're a Madison Central fan.
Yeah, if you're a Madison Central fan right now, I guess you're just happy to be hanging tough with these guys because Damien is there's just nothing about him that's not great out there on the football field. He just runs all over when he can. When he can get out of that middle lane, if he can try and make the first guy miss, I mean, he is just gone. One of the big things, though, that's getting ready to change in this game, Damien Harris took that big hit while he was trying to go into the end zone.
He took a monster hit.
The word is on the sideline is that he has thrown up twice, so we may not see Damien Harris back in this game. This will likely go down as a concussion.
If he has a concussion, he's done for the game. And, you know, as you said, we've heard from sidelines of people, if he has thrown up twice, and that was a monster hit, I mean.
Right. It was helmet to helmet.
We didn't see it very well from where we're standing, but going back on the film, it was a monster hit. So that's all speculation. I mean, that's just a rumor. It's coming up from sideline. Nothing official from Madison Southern, anyone officially.
We did see him come out with his helmet
But he's back out on the field, so that's a good sign for the Eagles. And I don't think he'll set out. I think he's okay or he wouldn't have came back out. So, but if he can't go, that's a big loss for the Eagles. But Southern will receive the ball to begin the second half as they deferred, as I said they would. As a coach, you always want to get that ball second half and get that momentum back.
Right.
You know, because Central had some momentum now going into halftime. If they were to receive the ball, score again,
right.
Big Mo's on the side of Indian. So.
But what's going to be key for Southern is that they actually have to do something on offense now.
You know, last few drives.
The intensity kind of dropped down a little bit.
Yep.
And so what's important for Madison Southern now, even if Damien stays in the game, I don't know if they're going to work him as much as they were earlier. I think we're going to see Aaron Sloan getting the shotgun some. I think you may see some direct snaps
Aaron's
to J.D.
only thrown it 4 times, and there's Damien on the field now going back for the kickoff.
So he will be out there.
Corey Cryer of Central, the big running back, 10 carries, 45 yards. Johan Williams, 5 carries, 20 yards. I mean, Central lines up for the kickoff, and we're about to get this third quarter underway. Waiting on the – here we come. And they squib it. And it's still live, and Eagles fall on it. Nice little squib, though. One more stat from the first half. Southern 0 for 2 on third downs. Madison Central 3 of 9, so that's another one. Another big stat right there. You know, I always like third downs.
Right.
So. Eagles come out. 34 in the gun. 34 in the backfield. Sloan hands it to him.
Oh,
yeah, he's fine.
He's fine. He's going to try and he's going to get past this guy here.
20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown.
So,
touchdown Southern, touchdown Harris.
Hit him as hard as you want, but man, he can still run that ball regardless. So now it's 28-11.
Number 103 in the career. State record, in case you wondered, 138, I believe. So it's 103 touchdowns in the young man's career. That was a long, long run.
Definitely.
I didn't even check to see where the yard marker was, but 27-11 now. We are 13 seconds into the third quarter. Kick. Up. Good.
Now it's 28-11.
Well, just like that, it is a quick 28-11. Madison Southern on top. We're going to catch our breath as we take a timeout at 11:42. Back after this timeout.
A special thank you to our great sponsors: Jack Burford Chevrolet, State Farm Insurance, Jerry Goebel, Luxury Pets, Express Roofing, we've got you covered, Faith Created, Assembly of God Church, ScenicCabin.com, Equipment, Sales and Rentals, give Sean a call, Tatum Enterprises, Richmond Tourism, WKYT.com, Time Warner Cable, Madison County Schools, First Gear, Pro Signs, Berea Online, and Rosenbaum Communications.
Back to Madison Southern High School, where Damien Harris has just broke one for 80 plus. 11:42 to go. It is 28-11. Eagles number 4 and 5A, and they're showing why. Kickoff's taking this out of the 10. He's out to 20 and 24 or 27. Talking about 5A football, Madison Southern's 5A football. The number one team is Bowling Green. Bowling Green has not lost in like 3 seasons, so they are a very tough out. Number 2 is Pulaski County. Pulaski County is on this schedule. They're in this district from Madison Southern, so that will be a pickup. That's a game ESPNU has decided to do on October the 10th. So Central comes back on offense. They have to score a touchdown now. There's no more playing for field goals if you are the Indians. Hand off Crier. Drags one. And that's it. Crier with about a 3-yard pickup.
Brought down by number 23, Carter Smith. And number 2, DeAndre Dean.
Dean and Smith on the tackle for the Eagles. And number 2 comes off the field limping. He's collapsed here on the sideline. I think he has a cramp of some type. So he's, exactly what it is. It's a cramp. They're working it out of him. So 2, Deontay Dean. It's hot out there, Joey.
It is, and it's hot up here.
It is hot everywhere, and cramps are going to be a problem in the second half of play. Officially 4-yard pickup for Corian, and looking to throw, nothing there, and he is going to be taken down for a loss. Taken down by a host of Eagles. Gerard with the sack, number 32. Carter Smith on that one as well. Boy, we're saying his name a lot now lately.
Right.
Carter Smith. That's a name you want to remember. Big loss, 3rd and 9 now at the 30. Indians are going to have to try to get something going offensively, as they have to run their defense back out here quick. It's not going to be a nice sight. Pass out. Catch is made. Just enough for the first down, too. Keenan Miller, big receiver, sophomore, just a sophomore, 6 foot. Big 3rd down conversion. Nice 3rd down conversion for the Indians at 9:59 to go in the 3rd quarter. As we said, first half of play, Damien had 189 yards, I believe. And he is the reason there's a lot of people here to watch him play. Pistol formation, handoff. Crier gets a block. Pick up about 5. I'm sorry, it's Johan Williams, 26. And Sipple, the big D1 prospect with the tackle. (28-11). Central moving methodically here. Play action, nothing there. He's going to have to scramble with it. Pick up maybe a 1 or 2 on the pickup. Nate Marbley with the takedown. host of Eagles there as Coomer and Smith gets in on the tackle. Pick up a 1. Makes it a 3rd down once again, 3rd and 4. Joey, you get the 4th down here at midfield. Are you going to punt it away for the Indians, or do you go for it? You're down 28.
Depends
11.
on what happens on 3rd down. If it's like 4th and 1, you got to go for it.
I think if you don't pick up a yard right here, you go for it. And he's going to pick up a couple. It's going to be a 4th and about 2. And
I think
4th and 2, and the offense is going to stay on, I believe.
that's what it looks like. So it's, I mean,
Or
and
maybe. Yeah. I mean, Central's down 17. So.
right. Well,
And
if you give it up here, I mean, if you don't convert here, it's going to be huge.
well,
Southern can walk right away with it.
Damien's taking it from the 10 to 20 anyway. I mean, he's running 70-plus yards when he wants, when he touches it. So, stoppage of play. We have timeout on the field. No, delay a game. It's a delay a game. I've got to quit listening to the PA announcer. Delay a game against the Indians. That's going to knock them back 5, and now you do punt. You know, as you said, it's one thing to be 4th and 3. 4th and 8, you punt it. So, back deep. Damien, J.D. Dean, 22. So, as Southern sets up a return, ball is going to fall short and take a Eagle bounce. It's going to be down, and Eagles will take over, leading at 28-11. We'll take a quick timeout here. Back after this. Back to Madison Southern High School. Picking up in action is Sloan completes a pass to J.D. Dean over the middle. It's nice to see the passing game get going for the Eagles. It was enough for an Eagle 1st down at their own 45. Now, if you're Madison Southern, you can work on other aspects of the ball game, like the passing game right now. Get the passing game going a little bit. Snap wasn't that good, and Sloan's going to. J.D. Dean was the carrier. He was tackled hard. They're going to give them enough for the 1st down? Are they going to give them the 1st down? Yes, they're moving chains. Another 1st down for the Eagles. J.D. Dean with the 10-yard pickup. Move the ball now across midfield to the 45. 6-19. And Madison Southern's move the ball easily right now against the Indian defense. Hand off. Harris. Harris out. Gets a 1st down out to around the 35. Every time he touches it, you get excited. You can hear the PA announcer. He's wanting to break that one. But another Eagle 1st down. I think Madison Central's running out of gas, Joey.
I think so. Madison Southern's just tough.
Madison Southern's very deep, and they can beat you to death with these running backs. It's not just Damien. I mean, preach it all night. You know, there's Dean. You've got. We have a timeout on the field. We'll stay right here as they sort whatever out. But as we go on, let's thank sponsors once again, because I can't say it enough. Without these guys, we can't do it. And if you have a chance, go visit our sponsors. Dallin Dental, Nicholasville, Kentucky Center for Orthodontics, Jack Burford Chevrolet, State Farm Insurance, Richmond. Jerry Goebel is the agent. Luxury Pet Services, ExpressRoofing.net, Cumberland Valley National Bank as we come back to action. Journey Auto and Boat Sales in Richmond. And a quick hitter up the middle. J.D. Dean takes it up the middle, pick up about 5. Savion Floyd is senior from Madison Central with the tackle, 52. Pick up about 4 officially, it looks like. Second down, 6.
The ball is spotted on the 30-yard line. We'll bring up second down and 6 for the Eagles.
Now, you talk about Madison Southern having some seniors, leadership. Indians are young. Indians are very young when it comes to actually playing time and the kids on the field. So, flag on the play. They kill it. False start. Don't know who moved early, but someone moved. Take them back 5, make it 2nd and 11. As you said, Mark Centers at Madison Central, new coaching staff. He brought all new coaches in with him.
Right.
Whole new attitude at Madison Central. And John Clark and the Eagles have one thing on their mind this year. It's a state title. You want to win district.
Right.
But they want a state title. He wants to take that Madison Southern to the promised land.
That loss to Pulaski County last year
it still
was
stings.
an absolute...
It still stings. Handoff. Nothing going on that play. Loss of a couple. Sloan to the sideline. He's going to get his call. Just something you don't say very often, Damien with a loss. Third and long, 13 now. This game's not over yet. I mean, it's a 17-point ball game. Indians hold here, and they get a score. I mean, they're kind of back in this game. So Southern can't afford to relax. Watch Damien go over. It's going to be a quick wide receiver screen to him. Oh, fake it. Looking long. Got a man.
J.D. Dean.
Dean with the catch.
That's a first down.
That's a big play right there because everybody and their mama thought it was going to Damien, as I just announced. And J.D. down the seam. Wide open. That's why I'm in the booth now doing this game instead of being on top of the booth. Big first down for the Eagles. Nice play call. Nice throw by Sloan. Great catch by J.D. 1st and 10 at the 10. They 1st and goal.
If Southern scores right here, I believe it's going to be out of reach for Madison Central. Even though we're still going to have that first quarter play, Damien's got it.
Harris meets a host of Indians, taken down. At about the 4. Little pushing and shoving going on. If you're the Indians, you don't want to give up this score because, that'll put 35 on the board, and this game may be out of reach.
Right.
You don't want to be embarrassed. So, pickup of 2 is 2nd and 8. 3:25 left third quarter. Quarter moving on quickly. 2 receivers near side. 1 back. It's Harris. Handoff. Nope.
He's going to go for it right here to the corner. Touchdown, Damien Harris.
Touchdown, Harris. It's going to be Damien's 3rd touchdown of the ball game. Eagles on top now, 34-11. Monster crowd at Madison Southern, very happy, very excited. And honestly, I'm very impressed with what I'm seeing out of the Eagles tonight.
Right.
We saw them play Rockcastle, and that was just 1 half. So, first time we've seen them play a whole game.
34 on the scoreboard.
Get ready to make it 35 with the kick from Garrison Watts. Kick is up and good. So 35-11, Southern on top of Madison Central at the 3:09 mark in third quarter. We'll take a quick break and be back after this timeout.
A special thank you to our great sponsors. Jack Burford Chevrolet, State Farm Insurance, Jerry Goebel, Luxury Pets, Express Roofing, we've got you covered, Faith Created, Assembly of God Church, ScenicCabin.com, Equipment, Sales and Rentals, give Sean a call, Tatum Enterprises, Richmond Tourism, WKYT.com, Time Warner Cable, Madison County Schools, First Gear, Pro Signs, Berea Online, and Rosenbaum Communications.
Back to Madison Southern High School. Southern just scored, make it 35-11. Joey, I believe the game is about out of reach for the Indians. So let's see how the Indians respond now. You know, you're down a whopping 24 points. Deep kick. Kick is taken back at around the 12. Gets a block, gets a little wall. He's out to the 40, 45 to the 50. Great return for the Indians across midfield. That is what I wanted to see from the Indians. I was wanting to see how they would respond. If they were going to lay down and say, oh, well, let's just play the game out, or if they were going to come out with some attitude.
I wouldn't expect that from them. I mean, come on. I mean,
it's a young team, though.
I know they're down 24 points right now, but this is their biggest rivalry. You just don't give up in a big rivalry game like this. No, never.
This isn't our biggest rival, by the way. Our biggest rival is Dunbar.
No, I'll be honest with you. With as much talk it goes on right here, this means a lot more.
We played this
to some of these
times,
people.
something like that.
I think it's still. I still think it's huge.
It means a lot.
You don't give up in this one.
Receivers in a funky formation. Zach drops back, going deep. Has a man. Car overthrown. Pass interference call on the defense. Number 8 all over him. That was Skidmore, Peyton Skidmore. All over the receiver. 15 yards. An automatic. First down. Big break for the Indians. No, I didn't expect Madison Central to lay down, but, you know, young kids sometimes can drop their heads.
No, well, I mean, that's true, and they're still a young team over there at Madison Central, and I'm sure they were expecting to still be in this game this late in it.
I hate to say it, but last year I seen some head dropping going on with the Indians from last year. So that's why I was questioning. But I knew Coach Centers wouldn't let that happen. If he saw a kid drop his head, he'd yank him in a heartbeat.
But here's the thing. It's just that Southern offense that's crazy good.
It's crazy good. It is. I mean, it is just something to watch.
I bet you UK fans they're really happy about how Damien's performing tonight.
If this is the first time you've seen Madison Southern play, you've got to be impressed as they hand it off. Going to pick up nice yardage, pick up about 7. Yeah, if it's the first time you've seen Damien play, you've seen a great effort from him. You know, it's one of his better games.
Yeah, to have gotten hit as hard as he did.
Well, he took a monster hit over there. He really did.
Now, here's the thing. Now, I think anything we may have heard from what I've seen with him,
he's fine.
He's fine.
No, he's fine. Speculation, rumors run rampant.
Yeah, so apologies from me for running with that, but like I said, I just don't think it's true right now. He is on fire.
He's fine or he wouldn't be in the game. Back to pass, looking, rolling, passing deep, got a man.
Aired out.
Just out of reach, incomplete. Yep. Nice job by the D-back out there.
I was about to say that he had him covered up right there. There was no way that he was going to get that.
Didn't get the number on the defensive back who on the coverage, but great coverage from the Southern player. Third down now, 3rd and 6 at the 29. Timeout. Timeout, Eagles. So we'll take a timeout with them. 2:04 left. Back after this. Timeout.
A special thank you to our great sponsors. Jack Burford Chevrolet, State Farm Insurance, Jerry Goebel, Luxury Pets, Express Roofing, we've got you covered, Faith Created, Assembly of God Church, ScenicCabin.com, Equipment, Sales and Rentals, give Sean a call, Tatum Enterprises, Richmond Tourism, WKYT.com, Time Warner Cable, Madison County Schools, First Gear, Pro Signs, Berea Online, and Rosenbaum Communications.
We are back at Madison Southern. 2:04 left in the third quarter, 35-11. Just coming out of the timeout.
As I said, 2:04 is 35-11. Joey, I think I've left out some sponsors tonight, so while we got a chance, we're going to go through them real quick. We have Dolan Dental from Nicholasville. Dowling Dental. I'm sorry. I keep mispronouncing it. Dowling Dental. Kentucky Center for Orthodontics. And American Sign and Lighting. As we get the play running.
Make sure you give American Sign and Lighting a call at 859-509-3822.
Pass was enough for the first down. Indians move the chains once again. It's 1st and 10 at the 19.
First down for the Indians.
1:55 left third quarter. Indians looking to score here. Into pistol, handoff. Nice run, got some blocking. Cuts up middle. Still on his feet, taken down.
The ball carrier, number 36, Williams.
And this just shows right here, this little drive that they're getting right here, it shows that they're not giving up. I mean,
no. Johan Williams with the carry.
You definitely think that they're going to try and come back in that fourth quarter. I mean, it's a pretty good deficit.
You score right here, it's going to be 35-19 if you get the 2-point conversion. And that's definitely nothing to overcome, I mean.
As they said back here, it's high school football. Anything can happen.
You're just one turnover away from
right.
Handoff up the middle. Drive, still driving.
Now,
Jalen Powell on the carry.
What's important for Central now is that they have to play the smartest that they have all game. They can't be making mistakes. They can't be getting flags. Everything they have to do, they've got to do it to a T. And, I mean,
1st and goal now for the Indians at the 8. Yeah, Central has to be smart on offense, and on defense, they may have to gamble a little bit, go in and try to strip the ball. Have 2 receivers up to the far side, 1 to the near, and a pistol. Handoff. Oh, he lost it.
Southern says they have it.
Talk about smart play, and just as we do, he loses the ball. Covered by Southern. That's the first turnover of the ball game, isn't it?
Either way, that's what I was talking about. You can't shoot yourself in the foot like that.
At the 8-yard line, Madison Central turns it over. Gerard with the recovery for the Eagles, number 32. 38 seconds to go, third quarter. Eagles will take it over at the 10-yard line. Eagles out on offense. Harris in the backfield. Sloan is quarterback. They move Harris to the other side. We get a flag. We get stoppage of play from the head official. I don't know what the deal is. Find out. There you go. Now he sets play in. 1st and 10 at the 10. Again, he moves Damien over to the other side. Low snap.
Flag on the play.
Had to be a false start. Dead ball, false start. Half the distance. Back to the 5. So now it's going to be a 1st and 15 at the 5-yard line.
Now, if you're Southern, you can't be getting too risky here.
No, if you're Southern, you take and just hand the ball off, run this quarter out, and then play conservatively in the fourth quarter, Southern travels to Dunbar next week.
Right.
Another 6A school. Last year, that game was here, and last year they almost got beat. Something about lost the game to Dunbar. Handoff. Gets through to secondary, picks up around 7, maybe 8.
And it only makes sense to give it to Damien there. Something that Matt Jones put on Twitter, 190 yards at halftime, and he keeps adding on to that.
Came in with 319 yards on the season.
And I guarantee you he would have a lot more if they would have got to continue that Rockcastle game.
That second half. They're going to end the quarter here. It's 35-11. Back for the fourth quarter after this timeout.
A special thank you to our great sponsors. Jack Burford Chevrolet, State Farm Insurance, Jerry Goebel, Luxury Pets, Express Roofing, we've got you covered, Faith Created, Assembly of God Church, ScenicCabin.com, Equipment, Sales and Rentals, give Sean a call, Tatum Enterprises, Richmond Tourism, WKYT.com, Time Warner Cable, Madison County Schools, First Gear, Pro Signs, Berea Online, and Rosenbaum Communications.
Ashley Froman, Hannah Young, Wayne Castile, Travis Grant, Dylan Horn, Mary Jo Napier.
And we are back at Madison Southern, 35-11. And we are going into the fourth quarter. And, man, if you're a UK fan and you're watching this game, you've absolutely loved it. Coach Mark Stoops came into this game on a helicopter, looking to play a little bit of Yahtzee today. And Damien Harris has definitely showed out. Madison Central hit him hard on defense there when he was trying to go into the end zone. He has not let that phase him.
Yeah, he's up and playing well.
And Madison Southern, if they can get something going here, either way, I think this might be – they're not definitely out of it, but Madison Central, it's going to be hard for them to come back.
Speaking of Damien, he's making his official visit to Ohio State tomorrow. Well, LeBron James will be giving a pregame. So, over the middle.
J.D. Dean just misses that through his hands.
That'd have been a hard catch.
Right.
But yeah, Damien's going to Ohio State for the official visit tomorrow.
It's obvious to me that Ohio State and Kentucky
are those top two.
Yeah, they're the definite top two.
I believe so, too. I think A&M's, he's yet to make that trip to A&M, so I think they could be big time.
But I tell you what, the way that Big Blue Nation has gotten behind the Kentucky football team and Mark Stoops and recruiting him, it's absolutely phenomenal. That's a great fan base.
3rd down 8 now from the 13. Southern. Handoff. Wow.
Wrapped up.
I don't know, but Damien just blocked somebody and knocked him over. That's what I was watching. Nothing on that carry, and for Sloan, and Southern will have to punt away. After 3 quarters of play, Damien has 284 yards, 282 net, 3 touchdowns. All you can say about that is, wow, that is on 13 carries.
Right. So, that just shows you how efficient he is.
So there you go. Southern Harris with a 66-yard touchdown run and an 8-yard run that 3rd quarter. So Southern kicking out of the end zone. 1 man back, comes the block. Nothing.
Oh, they almost got to it.
This ball is going to bounce out of bounds at about the 43-yard line.
If you're Southern right there, I think you're okay with that one going out of bounds because you just didn't want to get blocked in the end zone.
You just have to get out of the end zone. That's right. So, Central will take over at their own 41. So you're out on offense.
We have a few more people who have been put in the jailhouse. You need to report. Gavin Caldwell, Lena Thomas.
2 touchdowns. What Central wants to get this thing back in. No, if you can get back within a couple of touchdowns, that's respectable.
You're in the jailhouse now.
And right now it's 35-11. Quarterback under center. Man in motion.
Oh, wrapped up.
Nowhere to go for the quarterback. Zach Harden still in the ball game.
32, Tristan Gerard on that one, the senior.
And Sippelin on the tackle. That'll be Sippel's 11th tackle of the ball game. Him and Carter Smith both have double-figure in tackles on the game. So it's going to be a 2nd down 12 for the Indians. Just 1 turnover in the ball game. That was a costly one for the Indians at the end of the 3rd quarter. Handoff. Hard run. Still on his feet. That's Corian Cryer. Had 55 yards before that carry. That is a big play for Cryer. Corian Cryer, just a junior for the Indians. Indians are young. Indians remind me not a lot of Madison Southern from last year. You know, they don't have a Damien Harris player, but they have a lot of young, good-looking kids that next year or two, they may make some noise. Looked like a false start, and they finally blow it. A lot of movement on that line.
Preliminary call, illegal procedure, false start.
So that's going to take the Indians back 5 yards.
A 5-yard penalty will bring up first down and 15.
One more time with my sponsors, Jack Burford Chevrolet. Great place to buy a car if you're needing a car. State Farm Insurance, Jerry Goebel agent. He can insure that car you buy from Jack Burford. Luxury Pet Services. They can take care of your dog while you buy your car and get your insurance. And ExpressRoofing.net, they have you covered. It's just some of our fine sponsors. Harden drops. Quick pass. Was it caught? Incomplete. And we have a flag on the play, and Harden took a hit after he let it go. And we're going to get the personal foul, roughing the passer.
Personal foul against Madison Southern.
Roughing the passer.
Roughing the quarterback.
So it's going to be 15 yards. And an automatic first down for the Indians. So Southern's just doing everything they don't need to do right now. They're helping the Indians move the ball. Couple more quick sponsors, new sponsors for us at Madison County School Sports Television. Cumberland Valley National Bank. You know what they can do? They can loan you that money to buy that car from Jack Burford. Help you get your insurance from Jerry Goebel. Gurney Auto and Boat Sales. Another fine place to buy your car or boat. Rosebaum Communications. And we have a player down on the field, it appears. So we'll take a quick timeout here while they attend to the player and be back after this.
We are back at Madison Southern. Teams coming back onto the field after a timeout was called after the injury. It's going to be 9:34 left, 35-11.
Central with it on a first down at 27. Central looking to stick one in real quick. Quarterback in a pistol. And flags once again.
Illegal procedure. False start against
Every time the Indians do something right, they make a mistake and go backwards 5 yards.
First and 15 for the Indians.
Get the rest of our sponsors in. Kentucky Center for Orthodontics. American Sign and Lighting. You can give them a call at 859-509-3822. And Dowling Dental in Nicholasville. Man in motion. Low snap. Harden just picks it up and gets eat up. Horrible snap on that play and nothing to do with it. Just take the loss and get up. Third down. Just Simple and Smithing on the play. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 19 now to 23. A long way to go for the first down. Motion. Handoff. Matt Hard stopped. Johan Williams with the carry. Eagles have looked really good tonight, Joey. They're really looking well.
Definitely. And, you know, that's what I've wanted to see from the Eagles. I mean, I didn't get a look at them last week, and then we didn't get a true look at them in the Rockcastle game. This was that first good look that we were able to get of them. 35-11 now. I'm seeing signs of improvement on defense.
I was a little concerned, honestly, after I seen that Whitley County game, the score. I didn't see no film on it, but
right.
Hardin drops back, nowhere to go. He runs with it.
Oh, fumbles.
Fumbles it.
Southern tries to get on it. We're going to see who gets it.
Central recovers. I believe Madison Central has recovered. Zach Hardin's going to run, then he was going to throw, and then he lost it. Big break for the Indians, though, to fall on it. And they gain yardage, so it's going to bring up a long 4th and 8 now, I believe.
However you can get
whatever
them.
it is. No, it's not 4th and 8. Say 4th and 14 at the 18-yard line. Central, of course, going for it. Hardin's going to have to drop back and pass. 1, 2, 3, and he's going to try the screen. Nothing there. Nothing.
There's Aaron Sipple.
Sipple leading the charge. Turnover, Indians. Great job by the Eagle defense. They weren't going to have any of it. And 47, Sipple just leads the way. 6:59 left. Eagles take it over. Sloan's still in the game. Brings into play. And Harris still in the ball game. 34. He's in the backfield side. The quarterback, Sloan. Once again, they're going to flip him over to the other side. Sloan rolls the pocket, looking to throw. Does. Complete to John Lamb, number 7.
The reception is complete to number 7, John Lamb.
Jonathan Lamb with the reception.
Carries the ball to the 40-yard line.
Now, if there's one thing the Eagles haven't done tonight is pass the ball very well, but they haven't had to. So
no, not when you got Damien Harris in the backfield.
I want to see I'd like to see Aaron Sloan throw it a little more, but goodness, when you have a running game like the Eagles have, you don't have to throw it. 2nd down, 2. Harris starts, stops, still going. Pick up about 10.
Harris is the ball carrier, brought down by number 36, Williams.
Johan Williams on the tackle, another junior for the Indians. Move the chains.
First down for the Eagles.
Got another first down. That was a pickup of 6, officially. So he's getting close at 300 yards. They're going to throw it. Miller had it picked off out of Andrews' arms.
And interception by number 5, Tristan Moorhead. And the receivers, number 22, Dean.
It was Tristan Moorhead on the interception. Just went out of Andrews' hands, right into his. Lucky break for the Indians. They will take over.
Oh, it looks like it'll be spotted near the 37-yard line, or it'll be 1st and 10 for the Indians.
6:04 left in the ball game. It's 35-11. Madison Southern on top. Coming on late for the Indians. Eagles were number 8. That's Skidmore running on late. Wide receiver quick. Nothing there. The reverse goes nowhere. Blake Gross had nowhere to go on that play, Joey, as he is. Sipple takes him down for a loss.
Still just shaking my head a little bit after that interception. But, I mean,
bad luck.
It just happens. And if it's going to happen, at least they're up 35-11. They've got that padding. They're fine.
Yeah. I believe, it doesn't matter who the quarterback was. It could have been Drew Brees, and, it just happens. It went off receiver's hands into the defender, lucky right place, right time. And up the middle.
The ball carrier is number 21, Jalen Powell.
Jalen Powell picks up nice yardage.
Number 47, Aaron Sipple.
Goes from a 2nd and 15 now into a 3rd and manageable. 5:30, and this game is. So it's now a 3rd and 6. Clock ticks down to 5:20. And we have a stoppage in play. Let's see what's going on. We're good. Just $5:16. Handoff. Pick up about 1 or 2. It's Jalen Powell once again. It's going to bring up another 4th down for the Indians. 4th and 3.
So they line up here. You know, they've got to be disappointed after this one.
First quarter, they played well. Indians looked good. Eagles looked well. And
here's the pass.
Caught. Nope. In and out. Lawrence Lee was the intended receiver. Did not get it. It's a turnover on downs. So 4:25 left in the 4th quarter, and turnover for the Indians on downs. Sloan's still in the ball game. Number 6, he checks in. He's running into the huddle.
I think it's important at the end of this game that Aaron Sloan get some more throws than he has, than he's been able to before, because Aaron's going to be the guy that's going to be leading this offense next year. They've got to get him comfortable.
The good thing about quarterback, they forget, good quarterbacks forget. That's a offside penalty. I believe it's going to be offsides on the Indians. Yep. Trying to make them flinch, and they just jumped off sides in the neutral zone. Is that Harris still in the backfield? Damien just needs a couple more yards back at 300 mark. And he's getting bad close now. 4:18 left in the ball game, and Cheeks Robinson there on the tackle for the Indians. Cheeks weighs 250 pounds. I'll call him whatever he wants me to. Jeffrey Cheeks, sir. As we're ticking on to 4 minutes now, and I believe the game is over. Eagles are going to win. I think that's been decided a long time ago, wasn't it?
Right.
But quarterback is Dean. He's going to keep it and run.
Gets a spin there.
I like that move. That's one of them PlayStation moves, wasn't it? Hit the X button or something and goes.
I tell you what, man. We give a lot of attention to Damien Harris,
First down,
but
Dean.
J.D. Dean is that hidden gem here at Madison Southern. He does so well on offense.
What is J.D.? Is he a senior?
He is a senior
this year.
He is a senior
this season. J.D. will be playing college football next year somewhere if he decides he wants to continue. He is coming to his own this season in the first 3 games. Harris still in the ball game. It'll be a pitch. Make the first man miss, and he does. Make the second man miss, he does. Make the third man miss, he does.
He's going to cut over to that side.
Trying to get that touchdown, and he does. Touchdown, Eagles. Touchdown, Harris. I believe that is number 105 in the career.
Tremendous play by Damien there.
Nice cuts. I mean, my
He
goodness.
sees that field so well.
I said it all along. He could be playing college ball this year for somebody. That's just unbelievable.
Whoever gets him is lucky. That's all we could say.
That's 4 touchdowns, and he's over 300 now in the game. And wow, I've seen him play now for 2 seasons, and still amazed by his run ability. 42-11. 3:01 left. We'll come back for the conclusion of the game after this quick timeout. Southern High School. The Eagles have just scored once again. It's 42-11. 3:01 left in this ball game, and it will mercifully be over for the Indians. Damien Harris, thank goodness for the Indians the last time you have to see him, because he has just annihilated them in 2 seasons of play. Luckily for us, Joey, we get to see him a few more games this season.
Definitely.
Hopefully a long playoff run.
I'll be excited to be back in the student section for the Pulaski game.
Yes, as ESPN will have that game and we will not. Deep kick. It's going to be taken by the Indians. Can't see the number on the kid, but he's got a nice return out past the 30 to 35, 36. Logan Banks with the tackle for the Eagles. 2:53 in the Indians. One less try getting a score.
Right.
So something we like to do at MadisonCountySchoolSports.com, Madison County School Sports Television, is we pick players of the game. So since both these teams are our county schools, player of the game for Madison Southern, geez, I wonder.
I think it's got to be old number 34. We'll get the play in here real quick.
It's going to be a handoff.
And now back to our Jack Burford Chevrolet play of the game.
Jack Burford Chevrolet sponsors our player of the game. I believe Damien Harris has got the Madison Southern one wrapped up. He is over 300 yards and 4 touchdowns. Sipple's still in the game, and Sipple's still doing his job and bringing them down. No gain. Maybe 1 yard. 2nd down, 9 now. For Madison Central, I'm going to go with Corian Cryer, the tailback. He's had a hard game. He's run the ball well. And nice job by Harden to get out of that, but then he's brought down. Nowhere to go for the quarterback on that play. Zach Harden had nowhere to go on that as he was taken down for a loss or back at the line. But Corian Cryer will be our Jack Burford Chevrolet player of the ball game for Madison Central. And 34, Damien Harris will be our Jack Burford Chevrolet player of the game for Madison Southern. Congratulations to both players. Both players played tremendously well tonight. Unfortunately for Cryer, his team's going to come up a little bit short tonight, but they step out of conference and play in county rival Southern. 1.5 minutes left. 2 receivers near side, 1 to the far, and they're going to pitch. Nowhere to go. He's going to be run out of bounds, taken down. Jalen Pound brought down by 43. Carter Smith. I tell you what, this Carter Smith kid, I didn't see him in the game against Rockcastle. I didn't even pay attention to him, but man, he's everywhere this game and the last game. 4 sacks against Whitley, and I've called his name like 15 times tonight, it seems like. He's in double figures in tackles. As we go under a minute, and the Southern crowd gets excited as they give Coach Clark, I believe it was, the water bath. 41 seconds. Indians in punt formation. They're going to punt it away. Good-looking punt. And they're going to let it drop and bounce, and it's going to take the Indian bounce. It's going to die around the 19. So 27 seconds to go. Eagles looked really good tonight, Joey.
Definitely. I'm really happy with how the guys performed tonight. Damien was very good out there on the field. I tell you, just the way that he is able to see the field, it's almost like he knows where those defenders are going. He's able to cut right through them.
He is one of those kids you see every 15 years. He's a Sean Alexander type who can just see the field. Alexander was an SEC football player.
And I tell you,
Alabama, Heisman winner.
I tell you what, you got to watch out for J.D. Dean. I think schools like UK, they're going to start looking at him. I mean, he is a hidden gem at that school.
He may be undersized, you may think. I mean, J.D. is 5'9", 170. But, man, they could put the weight on you in no time in college. And they're going to hand it off one more time. As that Harris, he's going to be taken down. Harris taken down for minimum gain there, maybe 3. That should do it. But I'm impressed with Central as well. If it wasn't for, Damien's one of those monster backs you don't see often. The man ran for 300 yards. They done a nice job on the passing, and we have a player on his knees. That's Damien. So he gets up. 3, 2, 1. Ball game is over. Southern wins it 42-11. Well, Indians played close first quarter. It's kind of what we thought might happen, though, as both teams goes out midfield now for the handshakes.
I think all in all, Madison Southern just proved how good they are this year. They've got some adjustments that they have to make on defense. Like we said, they did take that hit. They did lose some players last year. Some very key players.
Lost a lot of defensive players.
Exactly.
That's what it was.
And now, so you've got to work these younger guys in. They showed a lot of growth and improvement tonight.
They're looking good now. They're starting to click.
Right.
And here we go into district play now. To get ready to hit district play, and this is when it really counts. Because you want to win your district games, get that home field.
Right.
So remember last year we had to go down to Pulaski that rainy night. If that game was up here, it might have been a different case. But 42-11 are Jack Burford Chevrolet players of the ball game. Damien Harris of Madison Southern. Corian Cryer of Madison Central. I'd like to thank PrepSpin.com for doing the game with us tonight. And let me run down sponsors one more time. Jack Burford Chevrolet. State Farm Insurance. Jerry Goebel Agent, Richmond, Kentucky. Luxury Pet Services. ExpressRoofing.net, they have you covered. Cumberland Valley National Bank, Journey Auto and Boat Sales, Richmond. Rosenbaum Communications, Dowland Dental, Nicholasville, Kentucky Center for Orthodontics, and American Sign and Lighting. Give them a call at 859-509-3822. Donald Foster for Joey Chapman, thanking you for watching. Once again, the final score, 42-11, Southern wins. Good night, everybody.
A special thank you to our great sponsors: Jack Burford Chevrolet, State Farm Insurance, Jerry Goebel, Luxury Pets, Express Roofing, we've got you covered, Faith Created, Assembly of God Church, ScenicCabin.com, Equipment, Sales and Rentals, give Sean a call, Tatum Enterprises, Richmond Tourism, WKYT.com, Time Warner Cable, Madison County Schools, First Gear, Pro Signs, Berea Online, and Rosenbaum Communications.